Hey, welcome in everyone. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Just got off work a little bit ago and was messing around with some new stuff. But I was feeling like doing some Stardew Valley today. I haven't done that. I don't think really any this week. I've been mainly doing other stuff. So I wanted to wrap up some of the winter for year one. Um, this season, I think we're currently midway through winter year one. Late night gaming tonight? Possibly. It depends. I wanted to start off with a stream early on, because I just gotten off of work, and it's a little nasty outside. Like all the smoke and shit that's coming from Canada right now is really hitting where we're at. So it was pretty nasty out. So I was like, you know what? Originally I was probably gonna go swimming today, but I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna stay home. But yeah, it was a pretty good day at work. It was pretty all right. I hope you're having a good day too. Hopefully, the heat and everything else hasn't been too bad. But yeah, I also wanted to make sure that some of the Perfect Dark stuff was updated first as well. Before I started doing more stuff. Oops, I think I clicked on the wrong farm. And I clicked on my main profile. Yep, I could tell it's taking forever to load. Oh wait, no. This is my normal one. But yeah, I got a bunch of the Perfect Dark stuff sorted and organized in the Discord, and then I put updates out for the Reddit and everything like that. So I was like, you know what? I did my fair share of Perfect Dark stuff for a day, so I'm gonna do this. I actually don't remember too much that I was working on last time I played this. I think I've just been focusing on getting everything leveled up. I remember wanting to get the smoker and the shed. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff too. Right now, like Merc's been working throughout the day, so he hasn't been able to really do too much since he's not on vacation. However, he's been trying to make sure that a lot of the net play stuff is actually functioning. Because, while it's mostly, like, functioning, like, it's mostly working and everything like that, there's still some small hiccups. Like, especially with the challenges, there's a little bit of hiccups that you're experiencing. So, he's been working on getting all that. But something really fun is some of the other people in the community kind of want to pitch in and help too. Do you remember that one guy that was posting on Reddit a while ago where he was showing off where it's just like, oh, you can duck behind cover, and like when you open doors or when you're close to like walls, when you open doors it won't get stuck. He wants to collab, so I think that's pretty cool. That'd be awesome to have because that's more options available. All right, let's see. So I got 10,000. Do I actually have my notes? I've actually kept them organized over here. But yeah, he had reached out because he was curious on the branch. Let's see. So, oh yeah, right. I was gonna upgrade the coop too if I already haven't. Let me check. Cause all right, cool. I did. I invested in an automatic feeder. Actually, let me grab the eggs from these guys. Because the automatic feeder is just fantastic. You never gotta worry about feeding them. You gotta worry about having hay, obviously, but you don't worry about actually going in every morning and giving them food. So they'll always guarantee their happiness levels up too. It looks like... Am I missing any tools? I'm not missing my watering can. It should be like in here. Anything going on here? Oh, I got the skeleton thing. I can go do that very quickly. But yeah, that stuff's really cool. The door stuck was annoying. Oh, absolutely. Is that going to be added to the build? Probably. I still need to chat with Merc. Merc's been asleep, for obvious reasons. It's currently, I think, 4 a.m. for him. So, me and the guy had been talking this morning. Um, but I've been really excited to see where that progress has been, and I think it would be a really cool inclusion. And then there was another guy who's working on NetPlay simultaneously that didn't know that there was actually one already developed. So he was willing to chip in as well on helping out on other stuff like the co-op and shit. But I still gotta see what Merc's ideas are for stuff. But yeah, he had no idea there was already one working. He just thought it was a fun little project to start up. I think this is actually a little... Is this too low? A little low. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. Hopefully it's not too loud. There we go. But yeah, so he offered to help out in doing some fixes and stuff and whatever he can contribute to as well. So I thought that was really cool. I try to keep updated on the social medias and Reddit, but I'm not really the biggest. I used to be really big into social media, but the last few years I rarely interact with it. I'll kind of just open it up once a day at most, maybe every other day. So there's times where I'm bound to miss things or just not post. I haven't slept, so I'm pretty slumped at the moment. Currently 11:36 a.m. for me. Oh wow. Yeah, I ended up going to bed a bit early. Had some meetings I needed to attend early on. I'm not really a fan of that, but at least I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week. Try to get some rocks as well. It's always good to keep up on rocks. Something neat to note as well is these bigger tasks that you can get from the community board. If you complete them, you end up getting unlocks for your character. It could either be like you get a new bed upgrade, or like you get a new weapon, or like extra friendship in some way, or dialogue scenes. So it can be worth doing a lot of them early on. By the way, is that your new room setup? It looks different from the last time I saw it a year ago. Yeah, so I actually have a little studio now. Which is like this whole area here is all of my PC setup, my streaming stuff, and other hobby stuff. And then over on the other side is all my spouse's hobby stuff too. Just like a really nice upgrade from what it was, because before all of our stuff was just in our bedroom. But having this little extra room now is really nice. It makes it way easier too, because like I have a whole, so up here is a lighting system, over here's a lighting system, and actually I need to plug this in. There we go. So I've got lighting systems on each side. There we go. That's better. Nah, they're not really into the type to be streaming. They like to do their own little hobby stuff, but for gaming, it's never been too big into their thing. Like we do play like a good amount of games. Like we used to play a bunch of Stardew and stuff like that. But they're content on just kind of being in their own little space. It's completely understandable. But I really like doing the streaming. I just need to have like actual time for it. That's the biggest problem. I'm either working or doing little side projects, hanging out with friends, or just doing like random shit, and it's just like, fuck, it's like there's not enough time in the day, I swear. Because I'd love to do it later at night too, but then I'm like, well shit, I'm going into my sleep schedule. But whenever I have like days off is usually when I'm up longer. Because I work early mornings. Yeah, life be lifing. But I like my job. Would I willingly work there the whole rest of my life? Probably absolutely not. But for what it's worth, I'm content with it now. Yeah, most likely. Me and my spouse are actually gonna take a few-day trip up around his area at some point. We don't know fully when yet, but it's probably gonna be sometime between now and I think maybe October. I mentioned it to him, but I haven't like confirmed it. I was like, I'll let you know if we get the dates squared away. But I'll also kind of be up his way around the holiday season. So I may try to reach out to him again for that too. So that'd be fun. How tall is TH? I would probably say the same height as me. I'd probably say 6 foot. I think that's how tall he is. Because I'm also 6 foot. So that's he's either exactly my size or he's 6'1". At least off the top of my memory. Hey, you blew it. Hey, welcome in, Zika. You're 5'11"? I thought I was 5'11" for the longest time. We ended up doing like a one day I was like we did the thing for like the driver's license and shit, and I was like, oh shit, I'm actually 6 foot. Hope you're doing well, Zika. It's been a few days since I think I've talked to you. Okay, keep you tabbed. Sounds good. Shit, I got a bunch of bone swords I can sell. Throw all of these in here. Put the geodes in there. All this. Do I got anything else for today? I got 17 out of 50 already. I got 5 days left. I think I'll call it today. Go to bed. But yeah, I want to try to do some more streaming stuff this weekend too. I may even be back later tonight. Obviously, this is the start of this stream, but I figured I'd inform now. I want to try to do some other games tonight too. Um, so after I finish this, I could either do some more after Stardew Valley 2, or I'd maybe take a break and then come back later on. Um, ooh, another favor. Hammer, let's see, iron bar. Okay, that's perfect. I can easily do that. Because I've been actually playing through some more racing games. So I've been playing through them, and I've kind of curated a list. Oh, shit, actually, let me check something. I was invited to do, I completely forgot about it until now. I was invited to do a play test of the new Platonic game. I know that goes on today, but I need to check. Oh no, racing games. Yeah, I was sent a an invitational thing for oh, this is bad. Fuck, what's the game's name? It's the ukulele cart. Cuz I was like, "Oh, it's like, oh, this is really interesting," and shit like that. And they sent me a code for a playtest. I got to figure out when that exactly is. I know it's today, but I'm not sure what time. Um But yeah, I've been curating a bunch of racing games, Zika. So I've got like a bunch of demos. And that ballistic game, I ended up downloading a shit ton of mods for. Um, so I've got a bunch of different tracks and shit loaded. All right, so Clint needs an iron bar. Let me double check. Yep, there we go. But it's really funny because, like, for most of my life, I've liked racing games, but they've never really been, like, my forte. They're kind of, like, just something I like to play to wind down a bit. But normally, I'll stick to, like, FPSs and shit like that. But I don't know, when I started streaming, I'm like, man, like, racing games are just kind of really fun to just chill and, like, chat with. If it's anything like Walt Disney World Magic Racing Tour, it's going to be a great game to say the least. It's kind of similar to the Mario Kart Game Boy Advanced. If you ever played that, that's the vibe I can give off for it. It's like a 2.5D racing game, and it looks pretty solid. They have their whole playtest stuff coming out finally today. So, if I end up really enjoying it, I may even do more streams with that. But there's a few other games I curated too. Like, there's a game called Star Racer. That one's really, really cool. It's very inspired by the Super Nintendo version of F-Zero. And that's personally my favorite version of F-Zero. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, like, that's really sick. I was messing around with the demo a bit. Nice. Have you had any progress on the new mod? I still need to finish up your voice line stuff. I've gotten it for some of the characters, but I haven't done all of them yet. And then obviously, if you need time, take all the time in the world. That gives me some extra time to finish them up. But if you need them done soon, let me know. I know you're good. I'm going on vacation 3 days, so there's no chance I'm gonna have it finished before then. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'd say just let me know. Feel free to shoot me a DM or anything like that if you have a time frame. I'm gonna go abroad for 2.5 or 2 to 5 weeks. Jesus. 2.5 weeks. Okay. Hey, welcome in, Grim. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing the best you can with all the smoke if it is hitting your way. Because we are currently in the red/purple warning label for the smoke coming in from Canada. Ooh. Could make a bomb here. Yeah, this smog has been, like, awful. It's been really, really bad. Like, I was out there helping a customer today, and it was like, holy shit, it was, like, burning my eyes, it was burning my mouth, or like my mouth, my throat, and shit like that, so it was bad. It's really bad. I saw them on the news, got some serious dust problems, yeah. Let's see, put in the truck stock and go into the MLS soccer match after work. Not gonna lie, it's too humid for me to notice any dust from Canada. Yeah, it's fair. Dude, it's gonna be so awful tomorrow, too. Hey, welcome in, Raph. Good seeing you. It's gonna be so bad tomorrow, too, because it's gonna be pouring down rain. So it's just like, oh, fuck. It's like we're gonna be having, like cigarette butt water essentially coming out of the sky. It's like, shoo. Rip anyone who just washed their car. But we're gonna be having that all weekend. It's really funny because our one manager, he doesn't get many weekends off. He's usually always the one that works the weekends. And every single time he finally gets a weekend off, it's pouring down rain. Like, without fail. Never had smog here, so I have no idea what it's like. It sucks. That's what it's like. It's... So, have you ever stood in front of, like, a campfire? And, like, the smoke goes right in your face? Kind of imagine that in a way for, like, the smoky fog. Where it's just like, it kind of burns. Like, imagine, like, you're standing about, like, I don't know, 10, 20 feet away from the bonfire. So it's not, like, directly in your face. But you're still getting hit with that, like, smoky debris that's coming from it. That's kind of what it's like here right now. Which has just been rough. It's been very, very nasty. High chances of rain for my area this weekend. Yeah, it's interesting because like we haven't really had any rain. Like we didn't have any rain like all spring long to a point that we were having fire alerts because it was like, hey, like we're genuinely like in a drought. And ooh, prismatic shard. Oh, fuck. I think I should I'll turn it in. Prismatic shards are very hard to come by, but I'll turn it in. Maybe I'll get a reward. Probably not. Nope. I got a thunk sound. Thanks. But we were genuinely in a drought all spring long, and then summer it's just been pouring nonstop. It's like, holy shit, it's like a complete reverse. Also, let me read these real quick. Is it the same as the smoke from a hot pan going up in your face? Not exactly, because you don't feel the heat, but you get like that, like that smoky residue that kind of like burns your eyes and your face and stuff, and it makes it kind of like hard to breathe. It really sucks. I've experienced it. My area stole all y'all's rain. I'm working this weekend, so I'll take the rain on the weekend. Yeah, understandable. I work all this weekend. Also you can smell the smog. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like if you're experiencing the, like, something burning, but you don't feel the heat from it. Save 11 when it's raining while I'm working. It's very peaceful, I'll say. Let me sell these because I don't think I can do anything with these. Maybe I will save these powder melons. But I can probably turn in the rest of the shit. But yeah, for this, we had it bad. We had the residue bad last year too. Because like when Canada was like in hellfire mode, where it was just like everything's orange, everything's like doom and shit like that. We got the residue from that really bad. Like I can't imagine how bad it is for Canada right now. Like there's so much sympathy I have for the shit they have to go through with these forest fires and stuff. I can't imagine it. It's like especially going towards like California, where there's a lot more forest fires and stuff like that. It's like I couldn't imagine having to deal with that. Like we get some fires here, but they're not to that extent. Ooh, 2 books. What the hell? Okay, cool. How much does that sell for? 500. You know what? That's not worth it. I'm reading it. I really like rain. However, I like it when it's just rain. I like thunderstorms. Thunderstorms can be fun. I don't like lightning. I really think it's because I grew up in the era too, where it was like some houses still didn't have 3 prongs for their outlets and was just 2. So it was like if the power started flickering, it was like, oh fuck. If an electronics plugged in, that thing's just gonna like kaput. Like it's just gonna die. So I always get anxious, even though it's like 3 prongs have mostly fixed that issue. I'm still like, nope. All electronics are turned off. Bunker down, everything like that. Plus, where I grew up too, Pennsylvania had some really, really nasty storms. TH can tell you about that. So I've always been just used to that. Where I lived for a good while didn't actually have that bad of storms. And it was funny because if you drove like a half an hour out, there was nasty storms. It was like tropical level storms. And then you would drive to where I lived, and it was like the most peaceful little rain imaginable. No thunder, nothing like that. And same thing happened in the wintertime. It could be like a blizzard going on, like upstate. And then you come down, and it's like, nope, not even snow. Maybe a little wind as a treat. Oh shit, the night market. I forgot about that. I didn't realize that's what I was doing last time. I try to catch some more fish. I may actually dedicate the rest of this night to doing that. Let me dump all this shit in here and then immediately beeline it for the beach. Let's see, thunderstorms can be peaceful to sleep to. Agreed. I actually have a Spotify playlist that is curated to just random thunderstorm audio. And I'll play that occasionally. You know what the thing I miss the most about living in Pennsylvania is the house that I used to live in had a slate roof. Those things are a pain in the ass, by the way, if you've ever had a slate roof. But it was so peaceful when you would hear the rain. It was just like a really peaceful pattering sound. Because it doesn't sound like rain hitting like shingles or like tin. It just sounds like it's hitting rocks. Let's see, when I was younger, I often confused Pennsylvania with Transylvania. Which is Dracula's place. Let's see, but when the lightning gets spammed every 3 seconds, it's a little crazy. giving me seaweed right off the bat. I think there's 2 more fish that's inside this area that I haven't gotten. But I really, really liked how rain sounded on Slate. But, I'm not gonna lie, the thunderstorms here are fucking terrifying. Dude, last year, we had a tornado actually rip through this apartment complex and peeled a tree that's outside like a banana. Holy shit, that was terrifying. That's probably the closest we've come to, like, an actual disaster in this area. I'm also not a fan of tornadoes, let me tell you. They freak me the fuck out. They're cool. They're cool looking. But, like, fuck, they're destructive as hell. Reach this in time? Oh, you bastard! Left just as I threw the thing. Dude, tornadoes are terrifying. And the worst thing is, too, is if you're unfortunate and you have a tornado, like, strike where you're at, tornadoes follow a pattern. So, let's say there's one that goes, like, past your house. And it's the first time it's ever done that. For some reason, once there's a pattern to it, they'll start following it more. So you'll start getting prone to having more tornadoes going through that area. We had a spot, it was terrifying, in front of my childhood house. Oh my god, this man is a little bastard. Will you stop that? There we go. For a super cucumber, fuck off. We had... That's another one, I can guarantee it. This may be actually a legendary fish. Let me concentrate on this. Our house... Oh, that ugly little bastard. I got him now. Our house. So we were on, like, this, like, whole quarry area. Like, it was very hilly and everything like that. And there's a whole thing of trees that were in front of our house. Like, way up the hill. And there's one day where we're sitting outside, and, like, you know how, like, when you know it's going to get really windy with the tornadoes and shit like that, if you weren't already taking, I'd want you to peel me like a banana. I just fucking saw that. Welcome in, horse. Holy shit. But it is, look scary, glad we don't get up here. But it used to, like, we never had to worry about tornadoes. Yeah, it would be scary. It's like, oh, it like, the wind would pick up and, like, the clouds would get green and swirl around and shit like that. But it was like, we were fortunate enough to never have to deal with tornadoes in our area. And then one day, I can't begin to describe how eerie it feels. All the air in that entire area just feels like it's gone. I kid you not. It's like a calm before the storm. Everything feels light. You feel floaty. And then it picks up and it hits, and it went right through, right where our road is, and then up the hill, and took out the entire wooded area in just like this one pattern. And they tried regrowing the shit back, and then the next year it came up and did it again. It took that exact path. It's like, oh my fucking god, that's so scary. But yeah, it's so weird because it's like you have like your normal like wind going on, and even if it's not windy, it's like you can still feel movement of air. But when like the tornado's about to hit and after it hits, it just feels like light. Everything just feels spacey. Scariest thing for me are tidal waves. Oh yeah, they're terrifying too. Probably the atmosphere pressure changing because of it. Yeah, most likely. Because it's like, it's just eerie. But where I live now, we get tropical storms. And fuck, they're scary. Especially with that tornado that hit here. Oh, that's like, my biggest fears is literally like tornadoes or like just general like massive fires. Because there's like genuinely nothing you can do about it. And they're so quick to hit. I bet this is another blobfish. Oh my god, this little bastard is giving me a hard time. But he's gonna spike up and he's gonna drop back down. Go up and he's gonna drop down. There we go. Another super cucumber. Like, could you imagine swimming in the sea and seeing a massive tidal wave in the distance? Oh yeah, I'd probably just shit my pants. I'd probably just drown myself to get it over with. Like, fuck that. Imagine, like, I couldn't imagine that shit. And it's scary too because, like, we live fairly close to, like, the eastern shore. So we're only like roughly an hour to 2 hours out to it. So if we were ever hit with something massive, we could possibly be in the line of that. Not a fan of that. How much would it hit us? Who knows? Oh shit. But I don't like to think about it. Yeah, the shore kind of dries up. Like, it just pulls all away. It's so ominous because it's like every single time there's a disaster like that, it's just like a calm before the storm. Same, I live kind of close to this coast too. Yeah, like, it's funny because, like, a lot of people that kind of move around this area tend to move here so they can, like, go to the beach and stuff. But I'm personally not too much of a beach person. It's alright. I like it to an extent. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. But I generally just don't like the sunlight. Like, just how harsh the sun can be. Even with, like, suntan lotion and everything like that. But if I actually go to the beach, I like to go at night. Me and friends used to go night fishing a lot, and that was a lot of fun. It wouldn't be really something I do nowadays, but it was really nice just going out like at like 2 a.m. and just hanging out with some friends sitting on the beach. I'm gonna start heading back because this takes half an hour, I think, for this to rise back up. And the country I live in is historically known for having issues with water and flooding. That's terrifying. Because, dude, water damage is just insane, too. Like, I don't think people ever really process how bad water can just, like, fuck everything up. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I can get a free coffee from this guy, too. The ball! Yeah, me too, bud. But yeah, for our area, it's more prone for tropical storms and occasional droughts. Oh, I could actually... It's not worth buying the large milk here, but it could be worth buying something here. Tea sapling would actually be pretty useful. I'm actually going to buy that. I don't think you can really come across that too often, so I'm going to buy that and save it for the greenhouse. Do I actually have stuff for the catfish in the fish tank, though? I don't. Sold. Even if it's $1,000, that's worth it. But yeah, where I used to live had a lot of issues with tornadoes and droughts, but it could definitely be scary. Not a fan of any of that shit. Would you rather live near an area with an active volcano, active earthquakes, or active tornadoes? Active earthquakes. You know what's another thing that fucking scares the shit out of me too? I'll talk about this. Is not potholes, but like sinkholes. Dude, that shit's terrifying. Like, you're just sitting there chill, and then suddenly you're just like, I don't know, 50 feet in the ground. Fuck, that's terrifying. That's like so scary. And it can just essentially happen anywhere at any time. That I don't like. That shit's awful. We had something actually happen like about a decade ago where it was like there's people parked on the street like for a stoplight, like they're just they stopped. And then suddenly just that entire section of the road just dropped in. It's like fuck, thankfully those people were fine. But it's just like imagine that, like that's just like that could be a house, that could be your whole house, that could be like whole ass cars, whole family, school, you name it. It's like Jesus Christ. That shit's like scary. Sell the jams. But yeah, I would take probably active volcanoes, or not active volcanoes, active earthquakes, because at least like earthquakes can be bad, yeah. But at least it doesn't like have like earthquakes can't blow your house away. Earthquakes can't flood your house. The worst it'll do is it will just make it collapse, and then you just still have all your belongings that you can just grab from it. Yeah, absolutely terrifying. It swallowed car. It swallowed, I think, 3 cars. Like for us, it was bad. Lamau, the Earth just suddenly decides to open a belly button. Yeah, there's so many tragic stories with that shit. It happened in Korea like a year or so ago. Phew. I think you're assuming you're not in the house when it collapses. Yeah, fair. I think I'd rather take earthquakes too, but man, they look scary too. We haven't actually had too many like bad earthquakes. I remember um when I was younger, when I think I was like a tween, um oh shit, it's actually night. I gotta go to bed. 10 minutes to spare. um when I was a tween, I think I was probably like 11, 10 or 11 or something like that. We had where um we had our camper set out. Like we used to just have our camper set up. And it was kind of like a nice little getaway from the house, cuz like we had a giant house um that was like part house, part warehouse and like industrial building. And we had a nice little camper set up for whenever we went camping, as well as just like it was really nice to just have a space that was just guaranteed to have really nice AC. So we always had it set up during the summer. That way we didn't have to worry about maintenance on it or being surprised if there was issues with it and stuff, since we were actively using it. Um, and I remember sitting in it and it just felt like somebody's rocking the shit out of it. And I thought it was my dad just like rage baiting me. I thought he was just being an asshole. Like he's like just messing with me. And I went out there and I'm like, it's like what? And it's like everyone just sitting out of all the buildings, just like confused as hell what the hell happened. And it was just like a really bad earthquake had hit. And it was like, oh shit. Um but that's I think the worst one we've had in a long time. I think it was so bad it actually shifted the tectonic plates a little bit, because where I used to live, the plates actually like were right where they connected there. Let's see. Biggest thing is like debris moving around everywhere. Same with tornadoes. I've been to Indonesia before with an active volcano right in front of me. That's fucking terrifying. I'd be so scared. It's like it'd be cool to see it, but I'm like, fuck, that's terrifying. It was from a safe distance though. Really scary shit. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, why the world gotta be so hostile? Why is it gotta be so goddamn evil at times? You can see the smoke coming out. Did I actually get a note for who... I was gonna figure out who, where the hell this is. Fled towards town. I gotta ask around town, I think. And then I also gotta do more mine stuff before the season ends. But yeah, trying to think if there's anything really bizarre I've ever encountered. Besides just having a tornado literally, like, essentially right in front of me. They have alerts for eruptions and completely disrupts the lives from people in the villages around it. Yeah, that's terrifying. I couldn't imagine, like, just living around that. Like, man, even if I lived there and then I had to evacuate, what makes you think I want to go back there? That's just, oh, that's terrifying. I think the thing that scares me the most is just, like, imagine you have, like, generations worth of, like, family's belongings and, like, photos and videos and everything like that, and they're just, like, gone in an instant. It's like, for me, let's say I lost all my stuff. I can still just go out and get new stuff. But, like, family members and friends who have passed away, you can't get more stuff for them. The stuff that you have of theirs is what they had. And what they'll, like, forever just had. So it's just so scary to lose shit like that. Leave all that behind and go live in a shelter. It's quite sad. Yeah. I can imagine. Shit's just terrifying. Because that's probably been one of my biggest fears, is just, like, losing, like, something of, like, a loved one or, like, a friend and stuff like that. That's, like, no longer around. Like, that's gotta be rough. I think I should be getting a good amount of these guys at this point. Let's see, what are we sitting at? 48. Holy shit, we're sitting a lot better than I was expecting. Ooh. 2 more right for me right here. And I think I gotta go to the person themselves to turn this quest in, I think. Oh, no. Right here. Perfect. Easy 6K. But yeah, I couldn't imagine living around stuff like that. The tropical storms are scary enough for me as is. Because there's a lot of stuff I don't really fear. Generally... Oh, shit. I'll take this. Generally, I'm pretty head-on when it comes to, like something that's, like, an actual active situation, or, like, something that would usually be a little more scary. But, like, natural disaster events are, like, the thing that fucks me up. Another bone sword. I can give that to the dwarf, so I'm actually gonna put that in here. But yeah, most certainly not a fan of natural disaster shit. Wait, how about this? Be inside a zombie apocalypse or robot apocalypse? Ooh, I would probably say zombie apocalypse, but that's a good question too. Okay, it's like what's the parameters for this? I would assume the parameters could be if it's a zombie apocalypse, there's going to be obviously like no power, shit like that. So everyone's going to be sweaty, everyone's going to be crusty. And it's going to kind of be like you're always on edge. But I feel like if there's a robot apocalypse, you'd have power, you'd have access to power. However, if you have any sort of electronics that can connect to like an internet source, they would be able to know. Sweaty ooh ooh ooh. We know horse's answer. I'd probably say at least you can deal with zombies. I feel like robots would be like harder to an extent. If we're dealing with modern robots, easily robots. Zombies do love them sweaty humans. Yeah, I'd probably say zombie, because at least you can take care of them. However, if they're like, oh, fuck, what's that one movie where they can run? If they can run, if they're the Left 4 Dead 2 zombies, I'm taking myself out instantly. Fuck that. Human seasoning. Yeah, I'm putting myself back on the Fortnite battle bus if they are the Left 4 Dead 2 zombies. Fuck that. Oh, oops, wrong thing. We're close to robot apocalypse. Oh yeah, 100%. It's genuinely terrifying how far they have progressed. They'd probably be metal, so definitely harder. Well, maybe not. They'd always be made of plastic, like everything else nowadays. Yeah. Like, I feel like if it's zombies, you'd at least hear them. You probably hear, like, the automation of, like, the machinery coming towards you, but fuck. Yeah, I'd probably go with the zombie one. I feel like we could outsmart zombies easier and we had access to weapons. I think it'd be a safer bet than facing against robots. Yeah, that too. Because I feel like a lot of times, zombies portrayed in media, the characters in them are always so dumb. Like, The Walking Dead was really, really bad with having characters get killed off by zombies that were, like, super obvious or, like, just fade into existence at random. Let me try to find out what's going on with Krobus. I think there's somebody that speaks about Krobus. Maybe it's the wizard. But, yeah, I'd probably go for zombies. Do I think I'd last long in it? I don't think so. My favorite thing is there's always so many people are like, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to a zombie apocalypse. I'd be the one that would survive forever. And then, like, they're always the people that you know would probably, like, die first. So I'm like, would I survive? I don't know, maybe. I've got some, like, wilderness survival stuff. I don't think I'd have enough to deal with everything there. I'd give myself a solid, like, 3 weeks. Yeah, because zombies are essentially reincarnated humans without any real train of thought other than wanting to eat other humans. Yeah, so they're supposed to be kind of dumb. Yeah. What's it, the Will Smith movie? I think they're a lot smarter though. Fuck that. I just take myself out. Yeah, that one. Going back to the battle bus. But if we had Walking Dead zombies, yeah, I think generally most people would actually survive to an extent. The worst thing would just generally be people who would actually get bit and then not mention it. We see that shit nowadays where people get like a really bad sickness. Like look at the shit that spread a few years ago with the pandemic. People wouldn't fucking say a single thing. We've had a grenade launcher in real life. Okay, Brandon. Now the question is, if we had a zombie apocalypse, how long do you think it would take until somebody started building like their Minecraft enclosures or like their 7 Days to Die enclosures like they do in the zombie survival shit? I can imagine there is some person out there who has just bought like a massive thing of like cement mixer and shit that is just prepared. People already do that. Oh yeah. Like I can imagine it now, just like just a whole square wall, and then they've got like a rebarb fence that goes over it that they can just stand over and then poke zombies from overhead. I could see people working on that shit immediately if that was to come out. Like just people would make random blueprints in those games. My favorite thing too is how many people that are like, it's like, yeah, go into the apocalypse, I'm gonna do it all by myself. And it's like, people who are um hoarding stuff and like preparing like doomsday prepping and shit like that, they're gonna be going out first. They're gonna be the first ones to go out because they're gonna be so hostile and they're just gonna do everything on their own when you need a community. You need people. Like humanity as a whole has always needed a community to work and survive. So it's like the fact that they're just going to stay bunkered up and not do a single thing with anyone else is just going to like doom them. I mean, what would be the first thing you do when you realize a zombie outbreak? Oh, that's a good question. First thing I would do, I'd say it entirely depends on at what stage it is. Like, let's say, ooh, Geo Crusher, fuck yeah. Yeah, play Perfect Dark. Fuck. The first thing I would do is, like, if I knew, like, we got a week left. Let's say we got finally get laid as a treat. Um, if we had 1 week left, um, before power's going out and everything, they announce, like, hey, this is what's happening. Here's what this is gonna be. I'd probably go through and I'd probably go and print as many papers as I could that was like instructions. Instructions, how to do stuff, recipes for like survival recipes, shit like that, how to build tents, build fires, things like that. That'd probably be my first thing. Um, Second would probably just try to reach out to as many people as you could. Um, Maybe have some sort of support system and things like that. And then whatever extra free time I'd possibly have, I'd probably just like do like a greatest hits of like playing through favorite video games. But that'd be like obviously after I finish everything else up. Um, but I think that's generally what I do first. Is like just get as much stuff printed out as I could. Let me see if I can actually put deluxe bait in here. I don't know if deluxe bait actually does anything. I don't know if it gives me any better fish. Finally call me. But yeah, ooh. Holy shit, these things actually don't sell for dick. 7 cents? Fuck off. I'm gonna start turning this shit into jam. I thought they were worth way more. Holy shit. Bill's here. Yeah, and Left 4 Dead, yeah. Play some Resident Evil, get in the mood. I can just imagine zombie outbreak going on, Red just looking out the window like there's another thunderstorm while casually enjoying his games. Yeah. It'd be like once the power goes out, that'd be like the true roughness of it all. That's when it would really start sinking in. Dude, you know for a fact that final week, like if it's like the whole like America or the whole world has 1 week left of power, you know the last possible fucking second there's gonna be a Halo 2 server going on. You know it. There's gonna be people playing on Halo 2. And it's just gonna be like until the servers go down. I think the scariest thing would be how dead it would be outside. Dude, like remember like when like the whole outbreak happened a few years ago, and it's still going on. I don't like the people are like, oh yeah, the whole pandemic's over. No, it's not. It's still actively going. People just wanted to pretend it's over. The scariest thing was genuinely just how dead everything was. Like the cities were just empty. There was weeks where people were able to go out and take photos of like New York City's streets because there was genuinely nobody out. Like that's what's ominous. But the worst thing is too, you genuinely the scariest thing wouldn't even be like the zombies. It would be just the people that are like absolute nutcases that are like, finally, I've been waiting. I've been waiting to cause chaos this whole time. Society has told me not to shoot people. And then they'll just go out and do like nutty shit. Um so like that's genuinely would be really like terrifying. Ooh, Geode Crusher actually be really, really nice. I think I'm gonna make 2 of them. But yeah, half the battle would literally just be dealing with people like that. Like Mad Max style fucking, like, nutheads. He's like, finally, I could test out my proxy mines in real life. What do you think Brandon would do? Poor Brandon. Poor Brandon wouldn't even know what's going on. He'd just be playing GoldenEye and messaging the Discord, and then suddenly he's got no power. And he'd just be like, the power did go out. He'd walk up to a zombie and ask him what his favorite Looney Tunes character is. Yeah. Yeah, that's how Brandon would go out. Go out like a real trooper. Let me drop some of this stuff off. That's for Marnie. The rest of the stuff I don't need. I'll drop that off. Let me go talk to Marnie. Die a hero, yeah. I remember there being this one professor who did that. There's a movie made about. It's called the Nutty, the Nutty Professor. My dad. That was one of my dad's favorite movies. He used to have that repeat on the VHS constantly. Ooh, I can buy ducks and rabbits now. Oh shit, what do we name it? Alright. Chat, what are we gonna name this duck? First selection to come out. Probably gonna buy some more as well. Cutie booty, okay. I do love ducks. There we go. So we got one. I'm gonna buy a second one. Got any grapes? Got any grapes? Fuck, that one's a little too long. I got another one. How many can we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. We're gonna have 11 characters. Donald Cook. Alright, we're getting a rabbit now. Holy shit, 8,000 for this little bastard. Better be worth it. You know what? We haven't had a Doug yet. We can't do McSmith, sadly. But we can do Doug. Charles Nutplug. How much money do I got left? Ooh, I ain't got much. Anything else worth getting here? I don't think there's anything worth buying at the moment. I will need a milk pail and shears in the future. Actually, let me just buy this now. Charles Nutplug. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Zika too. If you're interested, and honestly anyone else here too, I have a Discord for my content creation stuff. That has some of those stickers and emotes and stuff. Like all the screen caps you took of like the Disney game, I use as stickers and shit in that server. Cheers. So if you're interested, dude, those screenshots, I was looking through them because I didn't have them actually added for a while. Yeah, I had Auto Butt Plug or whatever the fuck his name is, in there. I feel like I just did something I wasn't supposed to do. I can't tell if I accidentally just put something in there. But, Auto Nut Plug. But I put all them because I was looking through and I was like, fuck, these screenshots are really funny. Ooh. That's another artifact I can put in there. So I've got all that added in there because I genuinely didn't really have too many things in there. Like I didn't have too many stickers. Oh, I had stickers, but I didn't have enough like emotes. Oh shit, I got a reward. What do I get? Oh, skeleton, fuck off. But yeah, I think where's it posted? And obviously, you don't have to if you don't want, because I know there is a lot of Discords. But I'll post it. I'll post it here. There you go. I can tell you, the day I joined your stream and started playing that Disney game, it felt like a fever dream. Dude, I had so much fun with that shit. It was so much fun. And then if there's any issues joining it at all too, just let me know, and then I can fix it. Because I had to do a little bit of a lockdown thing with preventing bots and shit. But it should work, but if not, just feel free to let me know. Yeah, they are. What do I currently got in here? So for this, I've got Chunky Kong smoking a blunt, Golden Banana. I've got Civilian 2. I've got the Hop on Armorines with the Doug from the Race to the Rally, and then I've got a GIF that Axe Doomer created. And then I took a bunch of those screenshots that Zika had done and turned them all into reaction emotes. I was thinking of boosting my own server, because for a while, this server was kind of just like a thing for me to just put stuff in. So it'd be like, hey, for people who just may want to just see what's going on, um, here is a little server that just is like, here's little content updates. Here may be like, screenshots or just me being like, oh, hey, new videos coming out. But now that I'm taking this a lot more seriously, I want to try to make it an actual, like, useful server and have things, like, in it. So I'm going to drop this off to him. This little goober here. Big stone recipe would actually be really nice. Nah, not for 5,000 right now. One armorines, oh no. But yeah, I've been trying to do this a little bit more seriously. The thing is with me, I've talked about it in the past. Ah, fuck. Is I just struggle when it comes to posting the social media stuff more. Add an SFW with your nudes. That's a treat. I just struggle to post more on social media because I'm trying to make it a fine line where I post, but I'm not like addicted to being online. Because I think it's a very slippery slope. Because I used to be very addicted to the internet, like years and years ago. But I feel like I didn't have. I felt like I had something else that I accidentally deposited. I most likely did, but this bundle's complete now, so that's nice. I feel like your specialty is finding uncanny racing games. It is. It really is. It's like, it's fun too because like I've played a lot of first-person shooters. Dude, I really need to get that one. I could probably just put that on like a like the Duck Station and play that. Because I was so sad it didn't work on the classic, the PS Classic. I was like, man. Alright, so there's that. What else do I have? So I got that. Bulletin board. Maybe it was a pomegranate. But I'll be able to get those items now. But I like doing the racing games. They're like a ton of fun. 5,000 for quality fertilizer. Fuck off. That's a poop shit deal. But they're always just so much fun because you can just be laid back. And I thought it was gonna be harder to keep up with reading chat when it came to racing games because like obviously keep your eyes on the road. But oh yeah, that game's amazing. Honestly, more people should be talking about it. Superman 64, hell yeah, fantastic game. But it was surprisingly easy to be able to sit around and just chat and like mess around. One day I'll get around to playing Armorines for a full stream. But yeah, just trying to find a good balance of like posting on social media and then like trying to build the content creation build because I'm terrible at video editing. I'm very new to it, but I just don't feel like I have like the skill at the moment. Like I've been trying to do videos for ooh, I got a new chicken. All right, surprise chicken, what's its name? Hire TH. Yeah, TH would be sick with that shit. I always love how professional TH cock. I always love how professional TH is with his content creation, and that was fucking ominous how dark it got. Jesus Christ. Um he's always very thorough and he's always very professional with his stuff. Always really enjoy how he does that. 'Cause I've been trying to learn how to read off scripts more. And I was trying to do. You got Donald Cuck and Cock, the Blowjob Brothers. Yeah, the trailer for the GoldenEye Cup was crazy. It was. Ooh, actually, I can get the fruit in here. But I've been trying to learn how to read off scripts, and I've been trying to do it on camera too. But when it comes to video editing, it's just something I've never really done. I always do any form of digital media editing in such a weird way, because the normal ways don't always fully click with me. And then I'll end up grasping it in a weird way that's like obsolete from what most people do. So I've been trying to standardize how I do stuff a little better with it. But man, trying to read from a script and also look at the camera at the same time while like conveying what's going on, it's a skill. TH is very talented, let me tell you. Like that shit's like a big thing that you gotta like just work on and learn how to do over and over. Because I have a few scripts and video stuff that I need to finish editing and then finish like recording like my lines and stuff for the stuff for the net play. I used to be fairly decent at reading off stuff because that used to be part of my job like a long time ago. But I haven't done that in so long, and I swear to God, my brain's just been rotten. Hey, cool, good to hear. Because like I'll sit here and I have it on like either of these screens, and I'll be reading it, I'll memorize it, I turn the thing on, I forget, and I'm like, fuck, it's a god, I just had it. I can't even imagine doing that, read and record myself talk. It's an experience, because I'm not like the biggest fan of how I sound. I'm very nasally, like how it's so weird though, because in like my in-head voice I don't hear that nasal, but when I record it I'm like, oh fuck, I sound like the fucking nerd from Polar Express growing up. I'm like, god damn. But I think that's just because you rarely hear your own actual voice. So it's something that I just gotta keep doing over and over, where I'm like, I record myself, I listen to it, I record myself, I record clips for the streams and stuff like that, and it's gotten better. I've gotten way better at being able to actually hear myself, because like early on, I just couldn't. And the same thing happened when I used to stream, like a long time ago. But back then I didn't really have a standard for how I streamed. I was a lot less emotive. So like I actually learned like a good while ago, because I was very monotone. You can still kind of hear the monotone in me, but I try to like raise and lower my octaves more. Because before I used to just speak very monotone. I didn't really have any form of highs or lows or anything like that. My voice was actually a little lower. But that's kind of how I used to speak. Very basic tones. You were AI? Yeah, as a treat. I was Owl Computer this whole time. Let's see. I feel that's so much fumbling under no pressure. Yeah, mood. Is that normal, actually? We all hear our voices. Yeah. Red looks and sounds hotter than he thinks he is. When do you realize? Thank you. Congrats on becoming human. Yeah, I'm still working on it. I oil my joints just like every other human. Sometimes we even send audio messages. I'll fumble and try it and try again. Dude, that's a mood. Redbot 57. But yeah, I used to be like very monotone, and like I heard myself one day, and I was like, oh fuck, this is what I sound like. Like I kind of sound like pyrocynical early on, like that's just like, you know, like that deep low, that low octave before he like changed how he before he stopped doing the tuber voice. But I was like, man, that's just not like, that's not how I want to kind of sound. So I ended up taking like little courses and stuff like that to learn how to do more octaves and more expressive and like moving, like just understanding how to, as funny as it sounds, be more human. And it worked off. Like, it worked out well. I still feel like I'm barely... Ooh, actually, I can start making smoker shit. I feel like at times I can still be very monotone. Like, I'm not as bubbly. I'm more bubbly, like, for those that have been call with me, I'm a lot more bubbly, like, off-screen and stuff. But, I'm trying to get more and more bubbly and more energetic on stream. But that's also another hoop when it comes to streaming too, is kind of like showcasing your personality. Because at first you kind of start streaming and you're like, oh man, I don't know if I want to be energetic, because like what if people don't like that or stuff, or like what if I do stuff that people may not like. But it's like at the same time, this is my stream. Like that's the whole uniqueness to it. It's like this is uniquely mine. I had sea jelly. Where'd it go? In here? No, it's not in there. Maybe it's down here. But I think that's there it is. I think that's been the fun part about coming into all this streaming stuff too. Fred is bicentennial men. One day he'll be legally considered human. My house, my rules. Yeah, people could decide for themselves if they want to stay or continue watching. Because I feel like at that point too, is like, would I rather be streaming and be myself and have like maybe less people, but people who are genuinely here for like me, or do I want to do like a fake tuber personality? Like, hey guys, what's going on? Poop shit gaming here. It's like I don't think that'd be for me. So I really enjoy just kind of being like this. I do get a lot more energetic if I am streaming with other people though. But generally, if it's just on my own, I like to be more laid back. I need to build a chest for this. I think I'm just gonna put these in here for now. Hey guys, you won't believe what's in this texture in perfect dark. Shit is happening. You anal lad. Please do one stream with tuber personality so we could chuckle. I was debating on it at one point because I was like, it would be so funny. I actively do, when I do voice tests for the stream, I'll be like testing poop shit nation, welcome in. Shit is happening in the community, and like just do stuff like that to see if like the microphone spikes and things like that. It's like I love that stupid shit so much. It cracks me up. Is it just to entertain people and have fun, or is it to make as much money as possible? Yeah, true. I really like entertaining. Like, it's really fun. But yeah, one day I'll have to do it. I need to get like a whole gallon of fucking water though, because holy shit, that will make your like voice itchy after a while. It's like, this situation is crazy, and then it's like the most tamest shit ever. Fuck, that would be fun. Like getting a whole script of shit and then just pretending like there's some serious stuff going on, and it's just like actually nothing. Whoa, big thing's been discovered in Perfect Dark. You could play the PC port with PS5 controller. It's like, yeah, you could do that with any controller. Yeah, but you could do it with a PS5 controller. It's like, oh, okay. Anything else? Nope. You want to be in a zombie apocalypse? No clickbait, gone sexual. Social media is just like that. It's like, man, and it's like, it's unfortunate. Like that's gotta be the way you gotta kind of showcase stuff in a way too, is because like genuinely stuff like that is entertaining, even if it's not entertaining fully for me. It's entertaining in general. So it's like, I get it. I get why people get like into watching stuff like that, but it's like, fuck, it's like I couldn't do it. Alright, got some stuff in the quarry. I still need to figure out what's going on with Krobus. I can't remember where the cutscene is. I don't remember if it comes out at night or what. One secret trick, a totally normal feature you can click in a menu. I can see that already. Golly, would it take actual effort for that good of a shit post? Yeah. Shit's getting hot in the community. Somebody today asked how to export textures. I think there's going to be a mod coming, so stay tuned for that. And it would just be like a complete random stranger who just wanted to like look at the editor, and like they're actually not going to do anything themselves. I feel like it just takes so much more effort to not be yourself. True. And it's like you'll get to a point too where like you're not yourself for so much, you'll start resenting what you're doing, because it's like, oh fuck, they're not actually here for me, or like I'm not happy with like putting on this like persona and stuff. So it's like, it's easier just to kind of like rip the band-aid off early. Or just like yeah, this is how I am. I relatively am monotone, but I really do enjoy like a lot of chaotic shit and just like doing funny stuff. But I also like just doing fun little serious stuff. It's not like this is serious, but it's like laid back. Like that's kind of how I am. And it's so funny too, because like how I am versus the content I want to produce, like video form content's just completely opposite. Anything new here? No. Good. It's just like I like to do a lot of funny like comedic shit, and then my videos, they're just like purely analytical, monotone talking and stuff like that. But I think a big thing too is coming up with jokes on the fly is a lot different than coming up jokes for a script. Being able to make a script has so much talent. Like, I'm generally not the greatest at it. But I've tried doing scripts. I've been doing more and more scripts, like just learning how to do them better. And I'm like, damn, it's like you actually like, it genuinely is an art form, figuring out how to do scripting. It's your professional side, yeah. Corporate's got me. He hates writing. Dude, I hated writing for the longest time as a kid. All throughout school, I hated it. I hated it so much. And it used to frustrate my teachers because, like, they knew I was really good at, like, learning stuff. I was really, really good. Like, if I actually put effort into it, I could have passed with straight A's. But I hated the repetition. That's the thing that kills me, is repetition. I would gladly do so much more if you could just cut out all the repetition of things. And it was like in school, let's say there was a lecture, and it was like, first day doing the teaching stuff. Maybe I don't grasp it fully, and then, like, eventually it'll just be like, it's like, oh shit, I get it. But the rest of the class is still learning it. And obviously, they have to take longer to be able to teach the whole class, because that's like, it would be unfair if they genuinely were just like, oh, one person learned it, it's time to move on. But for me, by the time I've already fully grasped this, everyone else is still learning it, and it takes like weeks for this whole lecture and this whole thing to go through before the next thing. And by day like 3, I'm over it. I'm already sick of doing the stuff. So it'd be like, for me, I would actually like request if I could just do my final tests for those specific lectures and projects and stuff early, because I was like, I'm over this shit. I'm ready to move on. I feel like we write less and less nowadays, to a point where we forget how to write. Oh yeah, fully true. Cause like for me, I used to write a lot. Like, I used to write a lot for work, and I still do write for work and everything like that. But having everything that you can just talk into a phone, or you just text yourself, it's like, it's not the same as actually just sitting and writing stuff down. That's actually kind of why I like having these little cards on hand, so I can just write random things. But yeah, we genuinely do write less and less, just because there's either things have already been written for us, or it's just easier to type out and shit. Let's see. What could I do? Maybe I'll crush some more geodes. Ah, can't crush these. Let me turn this shit into bricks. You folks may text yourself, I prefer to sex myself. Yeah, everything really has been made easier. And it's like, for better, for worse, because like there's a lot of really great progression we've made, but at the same time, it's like, man, it's like you kind of forget just how much stuff has been automated for us now. But yeah, for me in school, like, I just could not stand just the repetition. Like, I wanted to be able to learn a thing, do maybe 1 or 2 assignments, and then the final assignment. Like, that's how just it was for me. But it's like, nope, got to do weeks worth of stuff for the assignment that I've already grasped. So genuinely, when it came to like high school, like middle and high school, I calculated just how many points you needed to graduate, and I would do specifically tasks that I knew would gain points and stuff like that, just enough to pass. And it used to piss my teachers off so much, because they're like, you're smart enough to understand how this point system works better than anyone else, and you're still just going by the bare minimum. I'm like, yeah, I want to be here. Obviously, like, as an adult now, I'm like, that was stupid. But like, I just hated the repetition. I did all the stuff that I knew, and like, I was able to pass everything like perfectly. I just couldn't be bothered doing all the extra little papers in between. And it's like, obviously, like, as an adult, there would be a lot of things I change. But like, that's just who I was. And I was like, as a kid, I genuinely hated writing. That was the one thing I was actually bad at, was writing at all. I could not write whatsoever. And I actually ended up taking some extra little courses as an adult to kind of catch up to speed with learning how to do writing a lot better. And even then, I'm still not that great at it. I'm good enough. I'm good enough at like documenting things and being able to pull lists and organize stuff. But when it comes to like longer form writing, like essays and stuff, that's where I'm weaker on. One big thing that I've realized is how big part AI is in school and education. Before 2022 and whatever ChatGPT was released, I feel like my brain capacity and focus was way better because there's no AI. Agreed. Now you barely have to think about stuff. Just drop the prompt in chat GTP and there you go. It could definitely be helpful and I really like it, but I can't lie, it hurts people, including myself intellectually. I try to avoid it as much as I can, but even then it's like, it's just everywhere. It's like you make, like you're searching on Google, you're like, oh, Google, what's this thing? How's this thing? What's this shop? And it will just give you that. And I try to avoid that stupid little thing because it always gives you wrong info. But I can't lie, it traps you sometimes. Sometimes you're like, well, fuck, I just don't want to look it up. I'll just read this. And it's like, fuck, it's like, it gets you. It like slowly creeps up on you that you're using it more and more until you realize it's like, oh shit, I've actually been using this a lot more than I originally intended. I've never used AI for any sort of prompting stuff for wording or anything. I've debated it, but then I'm like, no, I want to. The fuck is this, poop? Okay. But then I'm like, no, I'll write it out myself, even if it's bad, because if I end up giving in, then I won't grow from it. Using AI to think for yourself, that's really bad. Say, my favorite thing is hearing the mistakes of somebody that could be, it makes my work easier, into it does my job for me. Yeah. If that's the case, then quit. Yeah, 100%. For young people, especially, not so much for dinosaurs like me. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to think. It's like, there's people I genuinely know, not like I associate with and stuff, but people I've met over the years who uses just AI text for everything. It's just like, hey, are you available today? Oh, I don't know. Um, yes, I am available at this time with this. It's like, bro, you could have just said no or yes. Um, it's like I've seen people make AI give them or write them out thank you responses for things. It's like, come on, you can just use your brain. Just say thank you. If you're looking to make a thank you response, people would rather have you say thank you with your own typing than copying something AI told you to say. Agreed, it should be used for inspiration and to assist you, but not do all the thinking for you. 100%. You don't want something like that thinking for you, forming opinions, world views for you. Oh, yeah, especially. How you been? Hold on, let me ask. Yeah. It's just like, for me, I'm usually not in too much favor for AI. Like photos, videos, shit like that. If you're claiming it's yourself that made it, no, it's bullshit. Um, a a soulless computer had made that. You did not make it. Um, you typed one or two words into it. That doesn't guarantee that you made it. I'm not opposed to using it for fun every now and then. It's not something I'd use too much, but if I see a funny thing, then I'm like okay. Like those stupid gifs. I don't know who the fuck did them, but there's just a bunch of gifts like just random animals in front of like a door that just like gets blown away by wind. Like it's like fuck, I can't lie, that's kind of funny, but I actively am like I don't support any form of AI art, AI videos and shit like that. What I see as an actual use for AI is helping with stuff for like coding or genuinely things that are time wasters for humans. Art is not a time waster. You spend so much time learning how things work and like the beauty in things, learning how to draw and paint and stuff like that, where it's just like people who just ask it to make like a shit out of an image, you're not learning anything. That's not something that should be skipped over. That's the fun part of life. Don't skip over the fun parts of life, learning how to draw and shit. Let's see. I saw something about ChatGPT and I thought it was a joke. I tried it myself. It was not. I asked it to do list what days of the week contains the letter D. I made the prompt, so I'm technically the person who made it. It confidently gives you a totally wrong answer. That's funny. Pronounced GIF. Dude, I can't lie. Like, as much as I'm not, as much as I hate AI generation of like images and shit like that, those fucking ones with like the animals blowing away from a tornado, they, I can't lie, they crack me up. I'd never actively generate one myself, but I'm like, if it already exists in the world, I'm gonna get a little chuckle out of it. But that's the extent of AI stuff that I actually will indulge with. Everything else, dude, you know how many times I see banners now in local places in my city that are all just AI generated? I'd rather you show me like the nastiest picture of your product imaginable. I would trust that over anything generative, because I can't trust what that is. That wasn't yours, that's just randomly generated. Randomly casually asking AI to create a video of Bugs Bunny blowing up McSmith's house with a rocket launcher. I know, right? Look, I made this. Also, like some AI boss, save it for an NSFW channel. Even for coding, you don't want it thinking for you or designing things. Yeah, exactly. Like, when it comes to coding stuff, I think that's like one of the best uses for it. It's a tool. It helps you be like, here it is. Here's what I've conducted. Take this and work with it. Either learn from this, use it for your own stuff, or learn how to tweak it. Because like Merc uses Claude for the Perfect Dark PC port, obviously. He has that fully written like everywhere. But Merc is genuinely like, he works with the AI. He knows how it works. He knows its limitations and what he needs to do to actually make it work, and he play tests and like does all kinds of code testing stuff as he understands it himself. So it's like he truly does utilize it as like a tool. It's not like he doesn't just go, Claude, make me GTA 6, and then drops it there. It's just like, that's how it works. That's how you're supposed to be utilizing this stuff. If you're going to utilize it, let it be a stepping stool for you. Don't let it be the entire thing. For extending things, it's okay. Visit Nebraska, that's what AI was intended for. Same with Summer Cart devs, that's the intended purpose. Yeah, it's like, you can utilize it, and you can do so many amazing things with it. Like, genuinely, we wouldn't have a lot of features and a lot of these new ports coming out and stuff like that if it wasn't for it. Because, like, genuinely, like, be realistic, these games are 30 years old. No way people are going to be able to dedicate like years to a decade of time into just getting one thing. Like, look at the GoldenEye recomp and stuff, the decomp. That's taking so long. Like, imagine if that was just for everything. And yeah, granted, it's only like a few people working on it. But it's just like, if you just had somebody that can know what they're doing with this stuff and actually properly making sure it's not just bullshit AI slop, it can be such a useful tool. Because people are making money from putting hundreds of thousands of hours into this stuff. Like, yeah, it's always wonderful to be like, oh yeah, this thing's 100% human made. But like, imagine, like, that's just years off of somebody's life developing this one thing that this tool can literally do in like a month or so. A month, and like somebody actually sitting down and testing and making sure it's obviously not bullshit. Exactly. Patience people have insane though. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, major props to people who genuinely sit here, and especially before the AI stuff, like for years just like bashing their heads against this shit trying to get it to work. I want dirty slop in the bedroom from a person, not the computer. there's currently an issue right now going on with Donkey Kong 64. There's technically two PC ports or like recomps coming out for it. One's been entirely slop coded, like no actual effort into like human input has been put into it. And then like it's so funky because it's like it's trying to replicate what it thinks DK64 is, which is just really weird looking at it. But there is a team that's actually going in and making sure that like it's all human coded for the official one. And they've gotten mostly there. Like I'll be streaming the recomp in probably like 2 months time. Like that's how far they've gotten. DK64, shouldn't we want it Funky Kong? Yeah, it very much should be a tool. It shouldn't be the entire project manager and everything. It's like, for example, it's like when you had like, let's say, screwdrivers and shit like that, or like a hacksaw to chop shit down, and then you get the chainsaw. It's not like the chainsaw suddenly took over cutting the wood down, hammering the wood together, breaking slate down or like tiles down to make into roof shingles and shit like that. No, it's a tool. You need other tools and people's like influence to be able to make it. It's not like the chainsaw just made the entire house. Took it a little too literally. Hopefully it never gets played. Yeah. Dude, it's so weird. It's so uncanny. Like it's just like, ooh, I can give him a gift. Um I'd be interested in seeing more of that slop one. Just because it's like it's just interesting learning what this computer thought Donkey Kong 64 looked and played like. But yeah, the hand human made one is going to be significantly better. As the chainsaw to cut wood. What I really hate about AI is the amount of dishonesty around it. 100%. Dude, 1,000,000%. It's the grifters. It's the people that immediately saw it as an outing. It's the people that are like, oh shit, I don't actually have to pay people anymore. Or like, oh shit, I actually don't need to learn talents and stuff. I can just make the computer do it. And then it's the fact that like these upper corporations modify this AI to have certain like opinions instated to it. So it's like it can like warp people's like view ships on things and shit like that. Anything in here? I don't think so. Ooh, I got one of these. That's what I hate about it. It's just it's so bad. It's like the second that people saw an outing to actually learning talents or like requiring people who have talents, like they just threw them out the window. That's what pisses me off so much. So many talented, amazing people in this world just got completely shafted. Game designers, artists, developers, website programmers, um, like coders, painting, all kinds of stuff. Why are you bringing up my clients? Like so many people just lost everything because of that shit. Because like at one point in time, ooh, I think I already had this. Yeah, I did. At one point in time, I wanted to be a video game developer or like a concept art creator and shit like that. But it was like the longer I'd like lived on, the more I realized just how complex and hard it is actually getting into game development and shit like that, and like finding your ground and where you belong. And it's like now just seeing everything that's going on, it's like man, it's like that's rough. I couldn't imagine. Because I've always really enjoyed doing concept art or concept animation stuff. One day, I'll get around to actually showcasing some of the stuff I've worked on. Because I've done a lot of stuff for just general concept art, and then I've done first-person animation concept footage stuff, too. Because that would be something I'd really like to get into. That one day will be this weekend. Animation is so tough. Yeah, dude, it's insane. It was really cool learning that, like, what a lot of 10 pieces of hardwood. Okay. That some people use, like, especially Call of Duty developers, for example, they actually use footage. They'll use footage, they'll use live footage. So it's like, let's say they have their weapon, and like they'll just do like a recording where they're like doing that. They'll have like a camera up here and shit like that, and then they'll go and they'll kind of like keyframe it to the video footage. Like the thing that actually really inspired me, it's gonna sound really silly, but there is a YouTube video that one of the COD developers posted. It was from Call of Duty Ghost. It was the Honey Badger reload. Bro, that thing is the fucking sickest reload ever. That actually came from a video. So it's like they have the Honey Badger out, they flick it that way, they put one in here and then chamber it. And it fully came from just a concept video. And it was so cool. And I was like, wait, you can actually do that shit? And then more YouTubers started doing entire channels dedicated to just doing shit like that. I'm like, I think I finally found my place. Because I've been literally learning how to do stuff like that for years. I have utmost respect for animators and 3D modelers. The things people have to make and stuff like Blender's so good. Oh yeah, amazing shit. I would love to have the same talent. It's obviously something you learn, so it's not like, ooh, it's something I'd never get. No, you just need to dedicate time to learning it, like all things. But I would love to be able to have that sort of talent, to learn how to do modeling and animating and stuff. But holy shit, that's so much. There's so much in it, so mad respect. Honey Badger doesn't care. Dude, the Honey Badger animation in COD Ghost was so fucking sick. I can't even begin to describe. It would be a cool skill to have on the side, yeah. But for me, I've very much understood my place. My place is better at being a support person. Who the fuck's calling me? Freddy Fazbear? Okay, cool. Was Freddy Fazbear? It was an animated message. Speaking of which, been working on the geometry for the Luigi level. Damn, it's so much work. I can imagine. Phone guy. Hello? 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 The animatronics get a little quirky at night. Yeah, it's like Freddy Freak Bear in the corner just busting it down funky style. Ooh, no more powder melons. I'm gonna sell these. But yeah, my place is very much helping organize and like helping others in a team. Auto plug nut. For me, I struggle doing things on my own. Like if I'm the main person doing something, I struggle a lot more on projects. But if I have where it's like, oh, I know this person's good at this thing and I know this person's good at this thing, I can adapt to the things that they're not good at and do it for them. Whereas like, is this open? No. And I think if I was ever to do anything for video game stuff or like just generally things like that, I think my place would be doing the concept art and like helping out with the animations and the idea stuff. Like that's why me and Merc works so together, because like Merc's the one that's able to do the implementations and coming up with the stuff and having the ability to do like a planned system with stuff. And then for me, I'm able to pick up where he's not able to do too much, which is the social media marketing and the organization of like the discords and like actually testing stuff and like doing like the general testing things that he doesn't get around to. Let's still try to get those Blender VTX colors though. Oh yeah, 100%. I have a few days off this week too. Also, usually, I don't know if I'll be up later tonight. I don't know how late I'll be up. But I'd say genuinely anytime that you can think of it, just always feel free to ping me. Because the worst I can say is no too. Like, I'll be like, oh, maybe I'm at work, or I'm like at dinner with my family and stuff. So if there's ever a time where you're like, oh, hey, I feel up to jumping and call, just let me know. Extremely valuable, by the way. All the community stuff testing. Oh yeah. But it's like if this was just solo me, like if I was in free range of everything, I wouldn't be able to come up with the same stuff. Like nowhere near I'd be able to come up with the same stuff Merc's implemented and thought of. And for me, I bounce off better. Like if like with how the streaming stuff is too. I bounce better way off when I have somebody to talk to. Or like there's somebody in like the same call or room as me. I'm better at bouncing things off. I almost feel like George Lucas in a way. I can come up with my own stuff and it could be good, but there's going to be a lot of weird shit. And I either need somebody to sit and correct me or I need to be able to correct somebody else. And I think that's where it works a lot better. Because if it's stuff on my own, I'll be like, oh, I like this, but maybe other people don't like this. Or maybe it just doesn't work out. So that's why I really like this little duo with me and Merc. And then also doing streaming stuff works out too, because I'm able to showcase and help out with getting public attention on the mods and stuff like that too. But yeah, this weekend, I'm going to try to stream. I'm going to be realistic. I don't know if I'll be able to stream every day this weekend, but I want to try. I want to try to stream every day this weekend. I work every day this weekend. But they're all early morning. So I'll be around like this time, obviously. And then I'll try to stay up as late as I can. I've been actually kind of following a little bit of a work or like a life schedule. Because I've been going to do like a bunch of driving stuff, so I haven't always been around the house. See, also, Red also made the prequel trilogy Crystal Skull and then sold to Disney. Ooh, bomb. I'll keep that. Let's see, where would be a good spot to go? Let me go back to 100. But yeah, I work so much better in a team. And it's unfortunate, too, because I don't always have a team to work with. Like, I've tried working with teams, and, like, usually I just don't really get the support back when it comes to, when I finally start doing stuff, which is a bit unfortunate. And I'm like, man, I'd really love to do more collaborative things. But thankfully, like, me and Merc, we share so many similar ideas that it just works out. Let me get the hell away from that bat. Very low health, so I gotta watch it a bit. I've got enough gold bars at this point too. I could always upgrade my pickaxe. But I really like doing collaborative things. It makes the world go round because you get new perspectives on things. You get to understand people better. You get to have like good times, get in the chat and learn how people like to do their own things. Back to the bus stop. I'm in the same boat, 100% solo. Would love to have a lot of people collaborating. Yeah, like collaborating is just so cool. shit, I don't have... Oh, I keep forgetting to refill this with jam. Yeah, collaborating is a lot of fun. And I need to actually, like, do more collaborating stuff in the future. I'm just so introverted. I'm so terrible at reaching out, and I feel so bad. There's just so many cool people that I want to, like, talk to and interact with and stuff that I'm just like, I just don't have the energy. And it's never on that person's fault for not interacting, for me not interacting, but I'm like, man, I feel bad. But I'd rather be more what's the term? I'd rather be more laid back and not always chatting with people if it means I can actually have proper energy for them. Get TH drunk again. Ooh, I got both a white and a brown chicken. Nice. I need 2 different types of eggs from them. And then the little duckies. Donald Cuck. Got TH drunk again. Dude, collabing with TH was so much fun. It was so funny. Let me tell you a little bit about TH. When you talk to him in person, when you're first kind of like getting to meet him, and like before you like he starts drinking a bit, you'll talk to him, and every single time he's like, okay, okay, yep, okay, like just kind of like following along to your conversation. It's almost like he's documenting in every sentence. And then it was like once we started hanging out more, he just goes from that to like the unhinged TH, and it was so much fun. It's so fun. Dude, TH is awesome. He's probably one of like the coolest people I've met like in person from like meeting up from online. Cuz it was so much fun. I'd love to meet more online friends and shit. There's just so many people I've gotten to meet through all this stuff that's genuinely been awesome. Ooh, looks like bacon. It's... Fuck, I already had this. Because I think I've talked about it before. I've genuinely been fairly, what's the term? Introverted when it comes to communities and stuff. I'll lurk, but I don't really say too much. And it was like the beginning of 2025, I think, where it was like everything's hitting the fan. The shit just felt so bleak. I was like, you know what? I want to go out and I want to do something I've never done in like a very long time. I want to try to like get invested into a community and like get to meet people and like be able to finally contribute to like communities for games I like. I was like, I don't know how the world's going to be in the next few years, but if, let's say, we are in the last few years or something like that, which isn't the case, I want to, like, at least do new things. I want to try, like, things that I would have been terrified to do, like, even a year prior. So, I've ended up meeting a lot of great people. I had a fun time doing stuff, even if I don't really do too much modding stuff now. I've gotten to meet a lot of good people and content creators from it. And, like, hell, I've been able to do things I never expected. Like, doing the stream with, like, Graz, with the whole Perfect Dark shit. I don't care for challenges, but, you know, it was so fun. It was so fun just fucking around and, like, losing over and over. I was kind of glad we kept losing over and over, and, like, having, like, the shit, internet connection, because it gave us funny things. It gave us funny moments and things to talk about, and it let us prolong those streams even farther. Like, yeah, it would have been cool to smoke all of them and have like perfect internet, but we were playing with people all around the world, so it's like it's genuinely impressive that we were able to do that, and it was just fun. But it's like not in a million years would I thought I would have ever gone back to streaming stuff or gone back to like actual community. The fucking chicken, I think this is my 8th one, I swear to God. Does this tell you how many? I can't remember if it tells you how many you've gotten. I'm sick of these little fucking bastards. Where at, you little chicken? 5. They're worth 50. They're worth 50 cents. Um, but there's so many things I would have never really reached out and learned to do. Or like I would have never like had the confidence to do, and I got to learn and like play and get to know so many people. My cat just meowed at me. She's staring directly at the wall. I'm gonna grab her real quick. There she is. Oh. But yeah, for what it's worth, I had a really great year last year. I've not really been too active in the community stuff anymore. Like I'll kind of pop in and I'll dabble around for a bit, but like I've not been too invested compared to last year. Because like genuinely, I pop around like a bunch of games. I'm constantly playing new stuff, revisiting old stuff. So I'm never really sitting in one spot. Like let's say Perfect Dark, it's my favorite game ever. Um, but I may play it once a year. So it's like it's not something that I'm always playing. Um, but playing and doing stuff for it constantly for a year straight, I was like, oh fuck. As much as I love this game, I want to invest time into doing other stuff. And I think doing the stuff with Merc's mod and everything is kind of like the perfect blend for me. It's like I still get to kind of be enveloped with Perfect Dark stuff, and then I also get to have little breathers because it's not me making the thing every day. I'll play test it every other day and do a bunch of crunching and stuff, but like it's not me sitting there constantly doing the things. So I get time to have breathers and time to be able to compound things to be able to post online and shit like that. I need to sell more shit. I wish I could sell these furniture items. I think there's a way you can, but I don't remember. 100% understandable, can repetitive and make you sick of the game. Yeah. Cause it's like, I like being able to come back to it, because then it's like, one, I forget about the stuff, and then two, I'm like, oh shit. Like, it's been a bit. I wanna re-experience this game a little. I don't know if I've learned how to make sashimi yet. I don't think I have. Speaking of, did I actually collect this shit down here, or did I just, like, not put anything here? Let me check. There we go. Oh, what I do for an automatic crab feeder. But it's like, yeah, it's like I love Perfect Dark to death. I'm like, man, I just need a break. Sorry if I've just been kind of wandering back and forth for those who are watching for the gameplay. Let's see. I need 2 of these guys. How much did one of these sell for? 156? Probably hold on to them. I want to keep 2 of each for fish ponds. I could honestly make a fish pond too if I really wanted. That's free fish. Yeah, let's see. Let me actually ring up Robin. See what I need. I think that's only like 5,000, I believe. Let me get my notes. But yeah, it's like I love the game, but I just need time. Yeah, I figured she was off for the day. Let's see. Building upgrade costs. What do we need for this? 5,200 stone, 5 seaweed. I've already got all that. So I can easily write that down. She'll be back tomorrow. Not gonna lie, I don't think I ever realized what game this is. Yeah, this is Stardew. I even realized. Fish pond. 1,000 G. 100. There we go. Perfect. I thought this was Kakatsu. Thing is, I've always heard about this game, but I've never actually seen somebody play it. I genuinely love this game. It's so awesome, and it's co-op too. If you ever want people to play co-op with, me, Merc, and his spouse have actually been playing a little bit of co-op, and like obviously we're literally on the other side of the world. We're in a 14-hour time difference, and the connection's fairly stable. There is a shit ton of things to do in this game. Right now, I've been kind of doing a bunch of repetitive things. That's just because I'm trying to do specific tasks. But there's genuinely so much shit you can do in this game. Ooh, I'm almost level 10 for mining and foraging. That's really nice. What do I want to do? Reminds me a lot of Minecraft, but more peaceful. It really kind of is to an extent. It's just really fun. And what's really nice too is you genuinely don't really need to progress anywhere. Like if I was really content with just how this is, I would never actually need to go any further. Um you never have to explore the mines, you don't have to do the fishing, you don't even have to do the farming. This is a game that genuinely you cannot lose. And I just think that's really cool. If you literally just wanted to turn this game into a dating sim where you just talk to the NPCs and you date them and marry them, you can do that. If you hate everyone and you just want to stay and farm exclusively and never leave your farm at all, you can do that as well. It's a little hard to do, but you can do it. Dating sim woo. I just heard something get ready. What was that? I pet all of my animals. There we go. But yeah, this is genuinely one of my favorite games ever. And I'm glad I get to be able to stream it because like it's such a cool game, and it's just a nice little casual game too that I can just kind of chill and chat. All right, what I was doing is I'm getting ready for Robin. So I need 200 stone. Let me. See, or you can go outside. It makes it more fun. 5 algae and then 5 seaweed. There we go. These ponds are really cool because you can throw fish in it and they'll make more fish and they'll make and eggs and everything so you can get more money for them. I don't want to know how Krobus is supposed to be. I remembered him at one point, but I forget where you actually need to interact with him. I think if it's anything, it's at night, or if it's up at the Ooh, hell yeah! It's up at the water fountain. Trash time. I get this trash upgrade for nothing. They ain't give me shit. Maybe he's throwing out a whole cake. Nope. But this is a wonderful game to kind of just, like, shut your brain off and just chat. I think the kid's mentioning seeing him hiding in bushes or some shit like that. But I don't think I've had an interaction with them regarding that yet. But yeah, right now for the winter time, there's not really too much to do. He's definitely hiding somewhere. I just don't remember where. Get off brain and chat. I do that every time I open Twitch. Let me talk to Pierre and stuff. See if he's got anything. Yeah, I swung it. That's nice. This is like the only grocery shopping place. Nothing really too interesting here. Yeah, maybe we'll end up sleeping through this day. Yeah, they're busting it down. They're all doing yoga. Ooh, let's see. Speaking of, luck will not be on my side. Okay, EP time for me. I think on Wednesdays, you can learn new recipes through the TV. Yeah, it's a fucking rerun. I've learned like 3 recipes. Oh, okay, I didn't learn that one. I was wondering why it was set a rerun. The one I want to learn is, I think it's sashimi. That one is stupidly easy to make. And you can sell it for decent money. Oh shit, Willy. I don't remember what Willy likes. I wonder if I have it written down. This event, you can raise happiness ×4. This and their birthdays. If you remember their birthdays and get them their favorite item, it gives them 4 times happiness. I wish they'd give me fucking items for my birthday. That's one thing I'm actually surprised they never did in this, is give your character an actual birthday. Because it'd be so cool if, like, you could receive gifts from, like, NPCs that, like, you've bonded with. Also, I'm pretty simple Minecraft enjoyer. I just love finding resources, build a cool house, make a farm, and just explore the world. But going into the Nether and fighting the dragon stuff really never interested me. Agreed. Fully agreed. I generally... Animal Crossing wins again with birthdays. It's so funny. I play the same way I did when I first started playing Minecraft. And it's not ever that I'm like, ooh, new thing's bad, old thing's good. It's just, I like it simple. I like building a fun little house. It's always like a house that's gridded off by like 5x5 squares. I like making a little farm, maybe doing a little mine underneath the house. And that's it. I just like making just a little farm area essentially. And it's just like dude, we played with Aries. We have an active server going on. We haven't played it in like a long while though. But it was like Aries was like, "Yeah, I'm going to come in and I'm going to play it like super casual." This motherfucker came into the brand new world, literally did everything, and then stopped playing after 3 hours. That little bastard. He literally went and beat like the Ender Dragon, did all the Nether shit. It's like, bro, this is your casual playthrough. I'm terrified to know what your actual like effort playthrough is. Like, Jesus Christ. It was so funny though because like the way we have it set up is it's literally like super casual. It's just meant for playing like how we play Zika. A little pool on the side. Yeah. Um we have it where it's like if you die you don't drop inventory and stuff like that. But something really funny was when you have a server set up where um you don't drop inventory when you die, you actually need to enable it for every world. So, the normal world, the nether, and the end. We didn't know that. And at the time, I was keeping all of my belongings in my inventory. And I'm like, well, if I die, I don't lose it. There's no point in dropping it off, especially if it's like something good and you maybe have somebody come in that like takes your stuff. Even if we didn't have anyone like that, I always just do that because every other server I've ever played in, the Nether didn't have the drop inventory turned off. And as a joke, I didn't realize it didn't happen. Ares had built the Nether, and I remember there was just something funny. I think I'd ran out of like hunger or something like that, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump in the lava. I'm just gonna kill myself in the lava as a treat. And I like I jumped into it. I died. I respawned. All of my inventory was gone. And I'm like, what happened? It's like, what the hell happened? It's like, oh no. Found out there's no drop or there's no saving inventory in other worlds unless you set it. And Ares was currently like playing fucking hopscotch essentially over lava because he didn't realize that either. And he had end game items he was getting ready for his like his ender boss fight. And you could just hear the sweat start dripping off of him as he realized that he could have just lost everything. It was so funny. I was so upset at the time, but I was both upset and like cracking up because it was my entire everything up until that point. The only thing I had saved in my chest was like fucking sticks and like a torch. Everything else I had on hand. And I was like, fuck, I went from like up to date like modern tech and I went to back to like fucking caveman mode. The sweat definitely got to his chair. That man needs like a donation of a new chair. Holy shit. Oh my god, that chair is something else. I think he's had that chair for like what, 20 years or something like that. It's either 10 to 20 years. And it's so funny too cuz the chair I have, this one's actually 10 years old. And it still is great. I have a good friend who just has the unluckiest time with chairs as well. Um, he was always buying like different types of chairs. Like he was getting like those shitty gamer chairs. Like I call them shitty just because they're not really comfortable for me. But he was getting them, and they're like really high quality, and they would just break on him after like 3 to 6 months. And he was getting so pissed. He's like, why? It's like, why do these keep breaking? And he looked at my chair. He's like, you, what's that one? And I told him and he ended up buying it. And that one also broke on him in 3 months. He's like, what the fuck's wrong? He's like, what am I doing wrong? And it's so funny too because he sits the most normal way you'd ever see somebody sit too. It's like, it genuinely, those chairs hate him. My face could be a chair. I keep forgetting I can just do this now. Oh, there's two different types of hats. A forager's hat and a straw hat. You can start buying hats now, too. Oh, shit, right. I need to do the thing with Robin. You can start buying hats, too, now from a little mouse that sells stuff. Here, I think it's time for a change. Aries, hippity hoppy, you're my property. Yeah. Dude, that Zika, or not Zika, Aries' chair. One day that thing is just going to collapse into dust. Ooh, a new book. Oh my god, a bunch of tileable stuff. Tillable. Let's see. Also, I can paint buildings now too, I believe. Yeah, I can paint these. This is really cool. You know, we're doing it my color scheme. I'm gonna try at least. I want to try to keep it realistic, so it's not just bombastically bright. And then the trim. A touch more color, I think. That could kind of work. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. I need a new chair too, to be fair. One of the legs are messed up and keep falling off when I remove the chair. I've lost one of the wheels. The back crust's not that good. I've been so fortunate. Um, I I'm genuinely surprised how long this chair's actually lasted. The only issue I've had with this chair, I don't think it'll pick up on this. Pick over here. Here you go. Is some of the leather has kind of peeled off on the sides, but like it's not actually been tearing. It's just the leather itself. And then the hydraulics used to kind of give me the shits. I'd just be sitting here and I'd just start like shrinking down. It's like, what the hell's happening? It's like, oh. But thankfully I fixed that up. But that's been my only issues with it, thankfully. But it was always so funny too, because I swear to God, this damn chair knew exactly the moments that would piss me off too. Because I'd be frustrated and I'm just starting to go like, for fuck's sake, not this again. Red casually performing magic. She doesn't really sell anything else I'm interested in. Jesus Christ, a dresser being 5,000. But yeah, I've been very fortunate with my chairs. Let me check something real quick. Right, there we go. I'm gonna take a quick BRB in a little bit, so I can feed my guinea pigs and stuff like that. So let me get the rest of this done, and then I'll take probably like a 3-minute break. That way I can feed my cat, feed my guinea pigs, and then feed our roommate's cat. This is generally around the time that they get fed for the night. There we go. So she'll be coming back in tomorrow to work on that pond. Is this pond accessible? Can I actually walk through this? I can. Perfect. I can put the fish there. I can put the stuff in the chest. I could actually probably put these on the side, if anything. So I'll do that the next time they produce bait. For Santa Claus. If you leave a plate out and you put cookies on it, he'll give you a gift. But yeah, real quick, I'm going to take a breather. Give me about 3 to 5 minutes. I may even be back closer to that. I'm going to grab a refill on my soda and feed them. So I'll be right back. And I'll throw up my BRB screen. And I am back. Uh, so I ended up picking up some of these what's called cheerwine sodas. I've occasionally had them. They're kind of the best way to put it. My spouse put it a really good way. Is they're kind of like a sophisticated Dr. Pepper in a way, like a cherry Dr. Pepper. Oh my god, my cat gave me oh, my cat gave me a headbutt and got hair in my face. But it's kind of like a fancy in a way, um, cherry Coke or cherry Dr. Pepper. And usually I don't pick them up too much because usually I'll just go with a Coke or like a root beer, shit like that. And we were out at the like when I was trying to get a soda at work, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just pick up the share wine. I'm sure it'd be all right. And I'm like, oh shit, like this shit's actually really good. Also, do I have the ability to make a big chest? I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember the last time I drank or eaten something cherry flavored. Really? Yeah, usually I'm off and on when it comes to cherry flavored stuff. Usually I like the vanilla flavors better. That's like my favorite. But it's nice to occasionally spice it up. But I tried it and I was like, damn, like this shit's like really good. I try not to always drink soda. It's just generally more of a treat. If I do drink stuff, it's like a juice or a tea or like water. But you know, it's been like a rough week. For like the heat and everything like that. I was like, I'm gonna treat myself to a nice little soda. So Robin's down there building that. I'm gonna try and do some more mine stuff. Um, actually, wait. I can actually do something right now. While I've got her right here. I've got her stun locked on my farm. Or not. Where are you at? Where is she? Oh. I know where she's at. It's holiday time. Shit. I don't remember what Willie likes. Oh, so do I drink her monsters as the specialty? Yeah. What'd this monster do to me? I'm shitting. I don't remember what Willie likes fully. I'm just gonna search it up. Usually I'm trying not to do too much searching on this, but I like Willie. Ooh, sea cucumbers, that actually works. Willie can have my sea cucumber. But yeah, usually I prefer to get like a vanilla soda. My favorite overall, don't let horse hear that. My favorite overall, I'd probably say, is just general root beer. Because I feel like root beer's got so many different flavors and shit like that, and so many different types. Like, you got birch beer, you've got Amish root beer, you got general root beer, you got mug moment. You got mug moment root beer, you got A&W, bark, candy root beer, cream soda. I don't even know if cream soda fully classifies as a root beer, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it does. Um, cream soda's fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. Bundaberg, yeah. Oh yeah, new family acquired. Hi, Linus. Oh, poor guy. He's one of my favorites. I love him. Hi, Willie. You get to my cucumber. I see cucumber. Thanks. I swear to God, it better not be fucking rocks. You know, it's a beer. I can gift that to Willie. I like beer better than I like rocks, so thank you. Um, but yeah, I think root beer is definitely my favorite. And then when it comes to tea, I kind of like lemon tea. I think that's kind of generally my favorite, or like raspberry tea. That shit's crack. There's so many restaurants and places here that do raspberry tea, and not all of them do it great, but the ones that do really, really get it right. Anything worthwhile for me getting here? I mean, a large rug would be kind of cool. Yeah, you know what? I'll buy some furniture as a treat. An axe for 1,000. I already got one in my inventory for free. Fuck off. Fried mushroom being 25,000 or 2,500 is nutty. Man, I love mint tea. The smell of it. Oh yeah, mint tea's really good. I don't really actually get that much mint tea. We don't really sell too much of it around here, unfortunately. But that shit's also really, really good. Do I have anything else to do? Where's the mayor? Usually the mayor's like, okay, I'll conduct this. But I think, yeah, there's nothing else for him to say. I've done everything I can here. Yeah, mint tea fucks. I put rug. Big rug. And I pet kitty. I've been actually trying to change up my diet a lot, this last month. Because usually I'm a big carbs person. Fuck me. Every single good thing, every good food that exists is goddamn filled with carbs. So, I've been trying to cut back on that as much as I can. Because having too much carbs can be bad, but fuck. You telling me that like can't have pizza? So I'm really big into pasta. I'm big into pasta, I'm big into bread. I love snacks. Fuck, it's like Hawaiian bread rolls. Yeah, rice, pizza, like all kinds of pastas, noodles, snacks, like any general snack. Fuck, mashed potatoes even. Like, god damn it, that shit grows from the ground. Why is that not good for you? God damn it. Corn. Most filling foods are the ones with the most carbs, yeah. God damn. So I've been trying to work around that more. Okay, I'm gonna go to. Ooh, wait, she's here. Oh fuck, she's standing in the middle. I've been trying to do more, like, just generally not even like more healthier stuff, but just more meat-based things. So I ended up getting like a bunch of different types of meat and stuff like that, and trying to change up my diet a little bit. But man, it's not like I fully cut it out either. It's just I've reduced it about, I'd say, 75%. Purple guy. I've reduced it about like 75%, which for most people that would be like nearly everything. But for me, I eat a shit ton of stuff with carbs. Like, most of my meals have been carb-based. Most of my snacks have been carb-based. I'm always making pasta. I'm always eating sandwiches. All kinds of shit. But I eat a lot. I eat a lot of shit like that. So I'm like, I need to cut it back a little bit. It's way easier to enjoy carbs than it is to make... Oh, wait. I'd say it's just way easier to enjoy carbs than it is to enjoy fats or proteins. Fully agreed. Let me see. Got anything good for me in here? Ooh, iridium. It's only one, but I'll take it. That's one more to a bar. But the carbs are just so good. I genuinely love rice. It's one of my favorite foods. And then you get me like a good turkey sausage pasta and shit like that. Alfredo. Oh. I have chicken and meat and eggs, but some days I just don't feel like eating them. That, and two, it's like just the time that you have to spend making them as well. I'm gonna attempt to do something. I don't know how lucky I'm gonna be. I don't need that. I don't need the fishing. 1 speed and defense. I'm going to attempt to go through the quarry mine. But it's like, dude, it's like, it takes so long to make so many of those things. Or it's like, it's just tedious. Like, making chicken? Fuck me. Like, you gotta, like, prep it and do all kinds of washing and, like, all kinds of setup for it. And then you gotta wait for it to cook and then flip it over. Sear it, make sure it's properly done. Pasta, you throw the noodles in the pot after it boils. It comes out. Mmm, yummy, eat. Fuck! Ooh, that hurts. I'm gonna try to avoid these guys. I want to try to get through just as quickly as I can. This is only one room. Ooh, geode right off the bat. Oh, let's see. It becomes forest. That's the biggest thing. Having the cook prepared just demotivates you. Yeah, dude, it's like I just want to, like, be able to easily make it. If I could easily make it, that's all I need. I'd gladly make it a lot more. Fuck, like, you want to do fish? Oh, you want to do chicken? Gotta make sure that's fully cooked. Noodles, if noodles aren't fully cooked, they're a little crunchy. They're not gonna fucking kill you. Chicken? Nah, that's GG. These little guys are annoying. Ooh, rice shoots. Yeah, maybe I can stun them into doing this. If I take a lot of damage, I can just eat extra food. I'm gonna eat after this. Why won't you die? Yeah, here. Which one gives me defense? 1 speed, 1 defense. 16 minutes. That's fucking wild. Oh my god, crab cakes are a beast. But yeah, it's like, bro, I just want to be able to cook shit easily. I hate, like, the thing with repetition also goes into, like, food consumption. That was actually very quick. I got through this way quicker than I expected. Like, the repetition of also cooking it, like, every day. It's like, man, I can do small bouts of stuff. Like, me and my spouse takes turns with stuff. Like, I like making blackened chicken. That shit's really good. But, like, what I'd give for, like, just an instant button that makes me able to make chicken. I've got an idea. If I take too much damage, I'm gonna flip that over. And then I can instantly do this. There we go. Got my scythe upgrade. Can't deny that that's my favorite food of all time. Has to be rice. Yeah, I don't blame you. That shit's just, oh, it's so good. It's criminal that it's full of carbs. I love rice. It doesn't matter what form of rice. It can be like wet rice, sticky rice, brown rice, white rice. Doesn't matter. I love it. Rice is a staple for me. I love it. Yeah, like, it's so good. I'm actually surprised how quickly it was to get through that. I was expecting this to be a lot longer, but I also remember the pattern to this area. I don't believe this pattern actually changes at all. There's a secret little area that has some skeletons. I think it actually has a unique skeleton in it, but I can't be bothered to deal with him right now. Oh, they're in love. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They're kicking my ass. Okay, let me get out of here. Oh, man, I don't care about the carbs when it comes to rice. I could eat a whole plate and don't think anything of it. Dude, mood. Thing with me is I really like to have, like a soy sauce with mine. However, I do like to mix it up. If I have, like, let's say, like a buffalo chicken, we used to have this really, really amazing buffalo chicken recipe that, my family made when I was a kid. Unfortunately, it's been lost to time. But it was like this homemade buffalo or barbecue sauce. And then it was like, it was mixed with the chicken. The chicken was coated in it. It like marinates. And then we also made rice with it. And the chicken would be kind of like shredded up into the rice. And it was just so good. It was probably one of my favorite recipes. But it was amazing. I could have eaten that shit like all day, every day. Do try to stop myself when it comes to eating snacks and stuff. But when it comes to rice, there's no stopping me. I need to bring him an albacore. But yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. That shit's amazing. Okay, I don't got any more food stuff. Put them in there. I got an extra chest now. I'm just gonna throw it in here. Oh, I could. Nah, I can't put it up there. Now let me toss my old scythe. No, it's right there. I don't even need to toss it. Right here. It's more powerful than normal scythe. I think it has extended range and it gets more hay. I didn't know it was common to eat rice in America. Yeah, it's also a big American staple. Obviously, it's not going to be like as big of a staple as like in Asian countries and stuff like that, but it is a very big staple. Like general pasta, rice, and see what's another staple we got here. Actually, don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, you can find rice in a lot of places. Um, and it's easy. Also, a lot of actually, yeah, rice is very popular in Hispanic communities because they make all kinds of stuff that's based with rice. You got like burritos, you got different types of um Spanish cultured meals and all kinds of stuff. They won't be in the same format as like let's say like Chinese meals or like Asian meals and stuff like that. However, they do still utilize them a lot. Also, I don't feel the same feeling of guilt when I eat rice or pasta as opposed to eating potato chips. Yeah, agreed. Fully. Because I'm like, it's like, oh, these are snacks where like I'm eating these. I'm like, oh, this is a meal. Or this is a complimentary to a meal. I cannot wait to get this new extension for this house. So I need, what, another 10,000? It's either 10,000 or it's 15,000. Let me check. I don't got it written down there. I'll get it written there either. I should actually write this down while I'm here. Call Robin up, despite the fact she's literally right outside my house. Oh yeah, also something I wanted to show as well is GameStop currently was selling the Nintendo Switch 2 cameras. They're originally like what, 60 bucks? 10 bucks. They didn't even put a flyer out or anything like that. I found that out on a whim. 10 bucks for this, and it comes with a Nintendo Switch 2 charger, which that thing on its own is like fucking 30. So I picked this up. I'm going to be using this as a secondary camera. I just need to get a decent enough like long cord and an adapter. So I bought an adapter for it because I was expecting it to be a lot bigger, to be honest, but no, like that's the size of the box. And that looks big when I do this, but when I come like this, it's tiny. Yeah, crotch cam. Hey, you know what's great? This, it bends right down so it can look. I can be showing off my Joy-Cons. Um, let's see. Shed 15,000 in wood. I don't know where my nice pen is. I've got a really nice pen I use for work. There it is. It's under my Wii U controller. Um, but yeah, that came in. I was gonna mess around with it today until I realized I'm like, oh shit, this computer doesn't have a USB-C plug. My old one did, which was really interesting, but not my new one. Let's see, shed. There we go. 15,000, so I need another 10,000. So I could probably just try and sell some shit. Like, I don't need that. Ooh, actually, let me start throwing this shit into the mayonnaise maker. Holy shit. Ooh, got wool too. That's another thing I can put into the community chests. And I got duck eggs too. These animals are growing surprisingly fast. I don't recall them growing so quickly. This goes into there, that goes into there. So far there's no big eggs. Because if you see here, you need large eggs. So now I just need a large milk and then large goat milk. And then that'd be that bundle. Actually, I just need large milk. I could have just bought that one from that lady. He meant wood, I mean wool. Ooh, is that amber? Ortment. That's going to Gunther. Put that in there. Do I have any other geodes? I don't think I do. Let me pull this off. It's not like I have a time limit to any of this shit either. But yeah, so I'll have this camera up, and then I'll have this one somewhere. Um, Something interesting, if anyone is actually interested in buying these. One, if you live in America right now, they're 10 bucks. Two, um, if you're looking at a Nintendo Switch 2 camera specifically, get this one. Um, this one's got a wider view and it's 1080p. Even if it's not the world's best quality, it's actually fairly decent. Merc actually uses it for his camera now. And the alternatives, the third party ones, the third party ones will actually run way worse. They actually run at 480p. A couple of toenails, they still snag on my socks. Throw that in there. How much is this worth? 180. That's not really worth it, I don't think. 60. Yeah, they're not really worth brewing for that long, so I'll sell them. I may sell the spice berries. Keep the pomegranate. Do I actually need a pomegranate for anything? I do. I actually do need it. Let me take that and throw it in here. I think this is actually what I accidentally did last time. I threw the wrong thing in. I'll grab it in a second. Plum. Pomegranate. There we go. You have a joke for me. This is the information we needed to succeed in life. Spice berries, throw that in there. Watermelon wine just isn't really that worth it. Did I have anything else, actually? Do one more check for the bulletin board. Yeah, because I got all that stuff. Yeah, I got everything there. So, I'll throw that there. There we go. Check on my birds. There we go. Pond's been done, so let me... reads the message in a Lottie voice and immediately moves on. There they are. I'm gonna throw these guys in here, because these guys can actually be very useful for the Poe, and then creating more of them. There we go. Let me try seeing if there's anything to do in the town. There may be some quests that may be up and running again. Pieces of wood. That means gathered today in 2 days. So I love how picky these guys can be too. It's like, what? I think he's gonna offer like, yeah, 240 gold. And there's a community board. Let's see. That one's not gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now. Try doing this one. I actually may have this. Yeah, like that's gonna actually be easy. And then if I got any trees available, I can just chop them down and have that shit done immediately. I think there's actually one up here. No. There's one over at the quarry I do know about. But there should be some that are developed over this way. Duck mayo goes for a lot of money too. Look at that shit. Even late stage when I play this game, I'm still using a lot of mayo. Put that in there. None of these have developed. Damn. There's definitely trees lower, too, that I can easily get. Ooh, another one of these little goobers. I was wondering if I'd ever find them. Because they can be fairly hard to get. There we go. That's easy to complete. I need to talk to Robin. And then I need one of each stone. So I'll go do both of them now. Because quests like these are kind of why I've been saving at least 3 of each of the minerals that actually have use. Throw this guy in there. I won't deposit the wood. Deposit everything else. Let's see. Ruby, topaz, emerald, jade. Ruby, topaz, and jade. There we go. I think Emily should be fairly easy to find too. I think she's either at the Stardrop Tavern. Ooh, actually maybe over there. But we want the AI viewers. Emily should be around here if she's working. If not, she may be actually at her home. I was actually surprised how quickly that thing snapped those bots out. Alright, here you go. Here's this, that, this, and that. It scrolls down. I'm stupid. I didn't realize there's a scroll thing here. Well, I got one of them anyway, so I'll be back. Like, wait, it's complete. Oh. That's why. The worst part was them leaving off the last B after the ooh. Yeah, that Nightbot's genuinely amazing. It's like I'm always anxious about like having new people join the chat too, because I'm like it's either that or it's the scammers that are like, I looked at your stream and I noticed that you don't have one emote for this. Would you like me to make you one? It's like, no. But what's really funny is the Nightbot actually picks up on that and will flag it too. We had a guy come in a few streams ago that was trying to be like, like he was trying to act like he was like interested in shit like that, and you can always tell too because they always talk in like the most awkward mannerisms. Like they have no idea what they're actually talking about. They're just trying to grift you. All right, I need amethyst. There we go. And it was like the second he started doing his little spiel about it, it instantly flagged it and started removing his comments. And he was like, he was complaining. He's like, oh, I don't like that your Nightbot is flagging my messages. It's making me anxious. It's like, then don't try to shill. It's like, fuck off. You come back here. You better not run faster than me. Here we go. Here. There we go. 1,000 gold. That's easy. And then talk to Robin. It's Saturday, so she should be in her house. It's muddy shilling all over again. Yeah. But like, it sucks because like I genuinely get anxious sometimes when people pop in and they start talking. I'm like, it's like, oh, it's like, please tell me like this is an actual person. Oh, there's literally 2 trees right here. I could have easily gotten. Her house should still be open, so I can go in. I hope you are prepared for your 39 wood. Talk to Robin. Okay, maybe talk to her without giving her the wood. There we go. That'd be funny if I just gave her a single piece of wood and she's like, what the hell? There we go. Giving Emily all of those minerals, I believe, opens up an extra cutscene next time you go into her house, I think. I think you actually get the, you get something for doing that, too. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's more than just a cutscene. There we go. She didn't even take the wood. She didn't even take the wood. Anything new in here? No. Can't wait to finally get in the springtime so that we can actually do more than just these 2 things. Queen of Sauce, the new thing? Hey, cranberry candy. Once we get Shishimi, it's fucking over. Be making real bank then. Ooh, okay, there it is. Sewing machine. I won't really have any use for it right now, but you can, well, sew pretty much anything as long as you have cloth and then something worthwhile to give it like a color pattern and stuff like that. What, I think this is the last day of winter, I think. We finally move into spring. Sixth one, I think. Sick of these damn chicken statues. I have the worst luck with getting these goddamn things. I don't remember how long it took to complete Hunter's Museum, but it took so long because I couldn't stop getting these little bastards. Like, please, I want new item. How about 20th chicken statue? You haven't had this one. You know what? I'm just gonna put him in there. He can just sit and rot in that chest. If anything... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this last day too, because it usually ends on a Sunday. And then Monday is the start of the new month. Or season. Let me take these. Wool, duck egg, everything here. Let me take that. I'm gonna be going to Clint's anyway. Yeah, that should be good. But yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll probably go like a day or two into spring, and then I'll call it for the Stardew Valley section of this stream. I'll probably like take like a bit of a break maybe, and then if I feel well enough, I'll come back and do another stream later on. Because I really wanted to get through year one finally, because once the Perfect Dark stuff started coming more into fruition, I was like, oh shit, I kind of actually really want to stream this and show it off more. So I dedicated most this week to that. So I want to kind of like start doing my normal routine again. Also, I think I found out what my audio issue was with the capture card, because I was having an issue where like whenever I'd stream or like have mystery shirt, whenever I would stream or if I was just using the capture card on my own volition. Alright, just got a whole mystery outfit. Fucking hell. Well, I'm a mystery man now. It was having issues with audio ducking and random shit like that. I think it's the Nintendo Switch 2 HDMI cords. Because when I plugged in, I moved my Nintendo Switch 2 over to our smart TV. Because we had just recently moved it, so it's lower now. Because it used to be higher up when we first put it in here. Because we were expecting to utilize it higher. But I have that moved over there, and I was using the HDMI cord on that, and I was like, it was still audio ducking. I don't know why. I don't know what would cause an HDMI cord to do that. Maybe it's damaged or something. Who knows? It shouldn't be. It came fresh with the Switch 2. At least I think it did. I'm pretty sure it did. Because the Switch 2's bitchy. The Switch 2 had an update that you can only use specific HDMI cords or it shits itself. And it pisses me off. So I think that's the case. I gotta pull out one of my 1,000 HDMI cords and try using it on this capture card to see if it fixes it. Because I swear to God, if that's the case, I'm gonna be so upset. Because it was giving me the shits for so long. Like, come on. It's like, it shouldn't be. Because originally it wasn't until I swapped it over to, the Nintendo one. Dude, it pissed me off because the Switch 2 didn't start off being picky. When you first bought the Switch 2, it worked with pretty much any HDMI cord. And then, out of nowhere, they updated it, and all the HDMI cords stopped working for it, except the ones Nintendo approves. They can eat a Switch-sized dick, and not the Switch Lite size either. Which duck name from earlier in the stream ended up as the issue. What a funny coincidence. Oh, the one that ended up being the issue, I think, was just too big in name it was like Doug McDuck or something like that, and it could only have 11 characters in size, if that's what you're asking. Why am I back here? I need to go up to the community center. Yeah, but once again, because like I think even PlayStation kind of had that shit too. You need specific data cords for connecting a PS4 controller to a PS4, which is very annoying. The only cord I had for the longest time was my PlayStation VR cord. That actually let my PlayStation 4 register PlayStation 4 controllers, and it was so shit. It pissed me off so much. Should get a rabbit's foot eventually. I got rabbits now. I think they need to have a certain amount of luck though to or not luck, happiness to drop them. But yeah, it's so annoying. It's like, come on. They do the exact same shit. There's nothing special about them. If it was genuinely like, oh, these actually do something, I'd be like, oh, okay. The same thing goes with this stupid fucking thing. You need specific cords to work with this. Pisses me off. And then Nintendo charges so much money for their damn chargers. Don't even get me started on that shit. Oh my god. That's a pain in the ass, let me tell you. Let me drop this ticket off over at this man's house. Ah, ooh, that's a thing for Gunther. I just want to be able to utilize, because it's not even like it's stuff going obsolete, and it's like it's not like it's changing formats. Ooh, another one. It's not like if I was to go from, I don't know, the PS3 controller to the PS4 controller. That uses a USB flat, whereas the PS3 controller uses like what, a USB Type 2 or something like that, where it's like the thicker one. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense why you need a new cord. It uses a different proprietary plug-in. Nintendo Switch 1 uses an HDMI cord. Nintendo Switch 2 uses an HDMI cord, but fancy. Ooh, Iridium Tea. Can't take this yourself, but you can... Don't you shit that out. What do I... Get rid of the sap. You know, he can have that sap just sit in his house as a treat. But it's just like, there's no point. There's no absolute point whatsoever. Maybe there's something stupid. Maybe it's like, oh, this is for HDMI features. If I don't want HDMI features, or not HDMI, HDR features, if I don't want HDR features, I shouldn't need to have the specific cord for the HDR thing, if that's the case. It's stupid. Good, dude, I'll be right back. I have another bin for this, but this one's light. I literally have an entire thing of HDMI cords. You were telling me that this entire basket of HDMI cords, which are all exactly the same, some of them even better than the one the Switch 2 came with, just don't work? Why? What's the reasoning? They fit the hole. I don't get it. It's just consumerism bullshit. Sony lost it when they removed the other OS from PS3. I love that the Xbox modders came over to help with the PlayStation scene. Yeah. I'm sure that transporting video data is something really not standardized enough. Oh yeah, 100%. There's generally, like, there's obviously been some upgrades over the years, but when it comes to, what, 77? When it comes to HDMI and video conversion and transferring and shit like that, there hasn't really been any substantial upgrades. Yeah, sure, like, our TVs and our monitors have gotten better, but, like, our cords haven't, and I swear to God, it's actually downgraded, because, like, fucking PlayStation with their HDCP shit where it's just like, oh yeah, no, you can't actually you can't plug in your HDMI cord to the PS4 to a capture card. It just doesn't work. Oh, okay. Oh, but we did add a feature though that you can disable it every time you turn it on. Why? Why can't I just leave it on? Why do I need to turn it on every time? Because then that means I have to unplug the capture card, plug in, plug it into something else, and then disable it, unplug it, plug it back into the capture card, or just buy a $10 splitter and it fixes everything. If they know that there's just an easy way out to fix it, why put all that effort into being a shithead about it? Are these guys happy? Do they want anything? Fish seem to be thriving. Me too, buddy. Yeah, I give them that. PS3s are like probably the worst thing to stream with, let me tell you. There's audio issues, even if you're not trying to stream, if you're just trying to capture it. Audio issues out the ass, video issues out the ass. Everything out the ass. It just doesn't work. It'll flash, it won't work, it won't read. The audio randomly not work. I think that's generally everything I can think of. I'm still waiting for this tree to start blooming. That won't start blooming until spring. I'll have to deal with the shit coming in, like all the garbage and shit that'll start spreading around. Let me actually put that in there. But yeah, generally it just feels like it's been like a side grade or a downgrade. It's like, yeah, sure, we got HDR and stuff like that, but I feel like we generally really haven't needed to upgrade from 1080p. Like, yeah, sure, it's nicer. Higher frame rates are nicer. Higher resolutions like 2K, 4K, stuff like that. That's nice. But it feels like we're generally at like a very content place. Because it was like, let's say you got like the Game Boy. It's like, oh, the camera is very rough. Yep, now it's spring. I'll do a day of spring. Like, this is Kent. Yep. But it's like, oh yeah, the Game Boy screen is shit. The Game Boy Advance screen is better, but it still sucks. The DS screen's pretty nice, but it's a little crusty. The 3DS screen's a lot better. And it's like, you got the Switch screen, it's like, what, 720? And it's like the Switch 2 that goes up to 1080. It's like, that's wonderful. That's a upgrade that just works. But it's like, you go from like NES to N64, where it's like, oh, it's a very low resolution. And then suddenly, right, that's a bad example. I guess PS1, PS2 that are relatively low resolution, and then suddenly HDMI comes in, and it just works. It's just amazing. And then we've never really needed to upgrade from that. Like, yeah, upgrading stuff would be nice. HDMI is nice if you like it. And OLED's nice. I think OLED's probably the one that's had the biggest thing, but that's not even like HDMI connected specific stuff. But I also don't know enough about all of this to really give like, oh, here's a guaranteed opinion. But this is just from what I feel like. And it's like, I could be wrong. But that I generally don't really know. Oh, there we go. The prices of their shops increase. Speedrunners hate this one this one trick. Ooh, I've got cucumber roe. I think I can pickle this shit. Throw that in there. Throw the rest of these in here. Why do I have a crab pot in my inventory? What happened? What happened? Actually, pick it up. I guess I did. Huh. I always forget to fill these back up. Plate ports and DVIs are good. Yeah, for this computer, actually, I have a DP port, and then my other monitor uses an HDMI. Eventually, I'll probably go up to like 4K and stuff. But for me, as long as it's like a nice frame rate, personally, I like having high frame rates. I kind of like it. Like my monitors, they can be interchangeable. I have them sitting at 180 FPS. Does it need it? No. Honestly, like 120 is fine for me. But like, hey, if I got the feature, I'm gonna take the whole feature. Oh shit! I can't let these guys out. There we go. Be free. Don't eat all my damn grass. Yeah, I need to start moving these guys around. I'm gonna start doing that probably next time. Let me go into the town and buy some shit off of PU, both digital and analog. But yeah, when it comes to general video output stuff, there's not too much I'm knowledgeable on. I just know I plug it in and it shows me the funny pictures and I go, haha. Features, my man. I see the funny pictures on the screen and I clap. That's all I need for my computer. It has been nice having a converter though for like the HDMI ports to RCA cables and shit like that though. But it's also kind of a pain too because it's so many extra cords, which is why I'm really excited for the Mod Retro stuff coming out because of the ability to just plug it right in and not have to worry about having a shit ton of extra cables. Because it's like if I'm ever like visiting family or friends and shit like that and I want to bring over like a console, it's like I can either emulate and I can struggle with the emulator shitting its pants when I want to, after it's been working flawlessly nonstop for who knows how long I've been using it, or bringing over a console that'll then need like a metric fuck ton of cables that just is like convoluted everywhere and it takes up so much extra space. Whereas like the little Mod Retro, you are in my space. Get out of here. Can I move you? Oh, you are a bastard. You fell asleep right where I'm fucking putting stuff. So I'm really excited for that actual console coming out. That launches, I think, in what, 10 days? I received another email from them for like the general PR emails they send out. And it's looking like everything's going well. They actually have their own manufacturing warehouse and everything. Ooh. I think DK64, GoldenEye, and Perfect Dark still have issues, I believe. I think that's what they've said. So, I'd like to test out those to see how they actually function in person. I'll probably do that. I'll probably do a stream of each game too. Because I wanna do streams and stuff for it that's like looking at it in more like a casual perspective. Because you get so many people that are like, oh, did you know if you aren't playing with like the best things, that's actually like a shit thing? It's just like people can just enjoy things however they want. Not everyone's going to need the fancy steel bowls. Not everyone's going to need the fancy custom buttons or like the absolute best, most precise thing. They just kind of, a lot of people just want something they can plug in and play. And that's me included, so it's like I think it'd be fun just kind of going through and being like, oh look, from what I notice, this may be a little off, this may be a little off, but I still think it's fun. Like, I was playing through the Switch versions of a bunch of N64 games, the other month, and I was like, wow, it's like the Switch versions of the N64 games, they're not up to the standard of the original N64, but they're still serviceable. They're meant for people who don't have abilities to be able to play these in normal ways. So it's like I think they're like pretty much fine. Still got a good while. Let me till some more of this grass. 'Cause they ain't running all the way down here. I think it can fill up another 200 slots. But you can see how much hay I'm getting from this gold scythe now. This thing is genuinely fantastic. I ran out of hay. Ran out of spots to put my hay. Also, if the farm animals eat the grass out on the ground, I think their happiness grows quicker than them getting the actual hay. They always want to try to have like some for them. Bunny. Doug. Oh, actually ran out of room for the wood. Damn. Put them in there. Oh, that's actually open now. Yeah, let me throw a spring seed out because I think that's only like 4 to 6 days, I believe. Oh, better not leave that closed. There we go. So I do think I'm going to start winding it down here. I may be back later. I want to try to. That doesn't always guarantee I will. But I want to try to at least come back, maybe do some racing games later on. Maybe check out some other stuff too. I don't think I'd do another Stardew stream tonight. I think I'm pretty content on getting through year 1. I'm not sure what I want to do later tonight if I come back. But I definitely want to try to do something at least. Something I would love to do at some point. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to be saved or anything. But I'd love to go through like a like a general list of like some of my favorite songs from like either media or just in general. Like maybe go through some like favorite albums or like artists and shit like that. 'Cause I think that'd be fun. Obviously, that wouldn't be something that'd be able to be uploaded or even saved after the stream ends. But I love music. I put so much time listening into music. I think it'd be fun to just to have a stream about, oh shit, not exit the title. That would have sucked. Um a stream about just doing some fun stuff like that. I gotta go now, Red. Have a good day. Thank you as well. I think it's like what, nighttime for you? Ooh, I got a loom. Um yeah, I'm calling it here as well. I'm gonna like spend a few more minutes just to say my goodbyes. But I hope you rest well. And then for everyone else who has tuned in today, I genuinely appreciate it. Um, I do actually like really, really appreciate it. I always say that, but I do. Because like when I first started off streaming, I always felt like I was just kind of like the side piece in a way, if that kind of makes sense, where I'm like, oh, like because I do stuff in like the community, um, people kind of only interact for the community specific stuff I do. Um, I'll bug you over the next day a week for the blender thing. Hell yeah. But oh yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely let you know if I am or not able to. But like I was always afraid. I was like, "Oh, like I don't know if I'd ever be really successful in being able to push off onto my own without being tied to someone." So it's just like tied to someone or some community. So it does really, it makes me a lot very happy that I'm able to like do my own little thing and play random games and stuff like that and have people like wonderful people to talk to and have like hanging out with. So I do genuinely appreciate it. But I do think on this note, I am going to hop out of here. I'll probably make some dinner. Probably make some more like blackened chicken without pasta, unfortunately. Sad. Um, but I'm gonna hop out of here. I may be back later, I may not. As much as I always want to promise, like, yeah, I'll come back later. Sometimes I just run out of energy. Um, but if I do or don't see you, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I hope y'all take care. Have a good day. See ya.